Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table.
Hello.
We are here with some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Fun? Where we left off last time? I don't know.
Fun.
So fun.
So fun.
Oodles of it.
Oodles of fun. Does someone want to recap? First of all, I see we got the subscribe. Mothos or Moth OS.
Mothos, baby.
I'm going with Moth OS. The Moth
I know this individual. Moth OS. That's I think
Moth OS. I'm into that. For our sci-fi campaign, it's gonna be Moth OS.
Yes. Oh shit, we gotta write that down.
Does anyone want to recap? I mean, I'm in it. I just made some chicken parmesan with the fresh vodka sauce and fresh pasta.
Okay.
Energized is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Did you eat it too, or just make it?
And I ate it.
Oh,
yes. And I ate it.
So recap. What did we do?
So
we left off on a cliffhanger, but what happened?
We did, and not a literal cliffhanger like a few sessions ago. A metaphorical cliffhanger.
Okay, so last session we basically dealt with okay.
Yes.
Let me. Okay. Last session, there was a shit ton of drugs in my parents' house, okay? To be specific, we're talking about awakening, but also it's coffee, okay? But anyway, so I was like, Mom, Dad, this is not safe. So we, as a gang, as a unit, we went and took it away from them because they're already on this shit way too hard. And then we were like, who's the provider? And they were like, it's this auntie that's like low-key crazy. So we went and to see the auntie, and we were like, cut my parents out of the deal. We're the sellers now. Deal with us. But she was kind of crazy, and like she was on all fours, and she was really like thin and shit. So we were like, something's wrong. And then bam, an alien jumped on us, and that's where we left off. I think I did a pretty good job.
I mean, that's really good.
Love it.
Mina's mom shacking up with Frank.
True, fucking Frank. Oh man.
What a guy.
Actually, he seems like a good guy. I don't know. He seems like a good guy. I don't know anything that.
You bought your pumpkin for
she's shacking. They're.
I think they're fucking. I hate to break it to you, but I think they are.
She's a grown ass woman.
Yeah,
she can
do what she wants.
Yeah, well, we found out some stuff about my mom that was quite revelatory. In fact.
True.
Dream survivor. Wow.
Yeah, Dream Survivor.
It's the only one we know, actually.
Yeah, telling that to somebody's like saying like that's like wild, because I mean, who knows? You've lived a whole the idea being you lived a whole other lifetime, down there.
Yeah. And did we have a little bit of a fib about the fact that it happened before you were born or after? Did we pick up on that?
Mina was born after.
Mina was born after the dream. Okay.
Well.
That's what was said anyway.
It was purposefully vague regarding that element.
Mina kind of didn't quite.
Wasn't there a moment where Matt said, like, as your mother, that like Hugh came after?
It was, the wording was different. The implication.
I think the wording is, I woke up from the dream and I was pregnant with you.
Yeah.
if I'm remembering.
So she had her after.
Chronologically, yes.
Listen, I'm not the smartest girl around. Like,
we left the party last in the home dock crappy fortress. I don't know what you want to call it. Of one of the goblin aunties, this newest goblin auntie who is spreading awakening, distributing it to the Grunyin Run and possibly the rest of the wider western farmlands of Parsa. But to start off here, we're going to go somewhere else. And the three of you and who you are now, not Riawhen, Vogwai, and Mina, but the three of you walk. You guys hear the music? I don't know why it does.
We hear the music.
Okay, I can't though. So
when you say the three of us, you mean like me, Eve, and Mike?
I mean 3 individuals individuals, feathered. 3 Aarakocra walking in what appears to be a rather barren landscape. But it's hard to see far because these craggy, reddish-brown stones, these rocks just jut out, and you're walking in a cavern in the middle of them. I want each of you to give me just a little bit of the personality of the Aarakocra that you are. Eve, you made a noise. You go first.
Oh no, that means I'm not ready. Okay, my new character, I would say is I think her head is like often in the cloud. She's a bit of a dreamer, and
But she's not the only one.
okay, that's great, amazing. She likes having stuff in common with other people. See, that's also part of her personality. And she's very soft spoken. Yeah.
Head in the clouds, dreamer, soft spoken. Mike, tell me a little bit about your character, this Aarakocra.
Incredibly neurotic, just like everything. All the placement of things, going back into rooms and turning lights on or off, or tapping through the wall 3 times. Just shaking, just live physically shaking right now with just very neuroses and fears and concerns and just maybe negative dalliance of the mind of the worst case scenario of whatever could happen at any given moment.
And Andre, what about you?
Extremely preoccupied with all things shiny, dangly, and sparkly, covered in various bits and bobs found over the years and admired. Cares a little bit more about the physical world and how to enrich with trinkets.
Okay. Well, these 3 individuals, as they are walking through these strange, stony caverns and canyons, probably not great for the neurotic one because you haven't found your leader, right? Like you got separated. You're looking for them, but while you're searching for them, you also don't want to be seen because you're fairly sure this place can be dangerous. Although in kind of a vague way that you're not exactly sure how it can be dangerous. What do you want to do? How are you going to go about finding the leader of your expedition without drawing attention to yourselves? And then we're going to go into the scene.
Do we have any idea attention from what? Like enemies, creatures?
Yeah, kind of like the unknown. You know, I guess this is a D&D wilderness. Like it's a little unknown where you are. You're not sure what can come out and attack you at any given moment. It's an unfamiliar place.
And do we know where we're going?
You aren't sure where you're going. You're all actually supposed to be, the leader kind of has more of an idea of the goals. You're there kind of to support.
I would immediately, being afraid that things were to eat me, I would try to get to the highest place possible where I felt I was safe, and also, I picture like that animal from Ice Age scurrying to the top of a tree in fear. That's what I'm picturing, and then also being like looking out, trying to figure out if I can see the leader from where my this vantage point.
Yeah, definitely. So, any rolls we make, we're going to make straight D20 rolls because fucking chaos. Please give me I'm going to call it an athletics check, but it's really, you're just going to roll a 20-sided dice and tell us the number that you get.
Oh!
18, beautiful. One of these so give me a little bit of your physicality of the Aarakocra and tell me what this looks like as you climb up this side over here.
I'm picturing like, oh god, I now had to choose a bird.
You haven't already?
I need a
What do you
moment.
mean?
I need
already
a moment,
have
everyone.
one.
I found one.
I'm a pelican. I'm 100% a pelican, and I'm
Holy.
just I'm just
Yeah.
eyes
yeah.
bulging, just like.
Rod shaking
What?
pelican with a waddle.
He would be here. What if he's looking for? What if he's looking for us, and then we're looking for him? And I'm just like fucking losing it.
Yeah, and the scurrying, talking to yourself quietly up the side of this cliff, and you watch him because it's a pretty tight little corridor that you are marching between, and you watch this one companion disappear up towards the top. The other two of you, what do you want to do to help?
I
To
think
help.
I think mine goes, "Oh no!" And you see this flamingo like bird fly up to join him, try to like keep the group safe.
Since you're trying to like use your wings and fly a little bit, give me an acrobatics because it's a pretty tight area for this big flamingo person to maneuver. Beautiful rolls, guy. Just beautiful. You kind of do like a corkscrew and make your way up as well. Just one of you back down at the bottom. What do you do?
So I raise my cockatoo crest and look around and wonder, could the leader be following behind us to teach us a lesson? And I whip around to look behind us.
Make a perception check.
Let's do it. 10.
You turn around and look. Take a minute. You're trying to see because there's not much wind in this little cave. Like the wind can't quite make it down here to these cracks in the ground. But you look for any little piece of movement, anything that disrupts the coloration of this reddish brown area around you. And you do see it. But you don't see this leader you're looking for. Instead, what you see is a small creature. Stark white. Big ears sticking up. And you see their huge eyes as they're looking around the corner at you.
The fucking aliens.
I think this is exactly what you were fearing. Would know you were here. What do you do?
We've been spotted! And I turn and dash up the ravine.
Give me an Oh, so you're just dashing up and just running further on?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics check as you do that.
12.
12. Yeah, you're just this cockatoo little, I don't know, diddly bop. I'm gonna say that's the technical term for
That's
it.
what it is.
Sticking up as you make your way further on. The other two of you are Flamingo and Pelican are at the top of this thing. You look out beyond you at this Mad Max like desert, just flat in every direction, right? With a hot yellow orange sun above you. What you are in is like, imagine like a dried lake bed, right? And like that the ground has those cracks in it. If when it dries up, that's what you are walking in, these cracks in the ground. But here it is just flat and very open. What do the two of you do from the top over here as you watch not one, not two, but 4 of these creatures come out from behind the rock and start pursuing your cockatoo companion?
Sorry, what are we on the top of again?
Yeah, so you were just kind of in a canyon. Right now you're actually what I would call at ground level, right? It is flat, and then there's just this crack in the ground that Andre's character is just running through, being pursued by 4 of these creatures, kind of hunched over, lumbering as they run forward.
Is there anything that looks like we could knock down from here that we could just like block them from getting at our companion? Like, is a large rock or?
Oh yeah, the ground is fairly unstable. You could definitely, whoever that was, tell them that they're a terrible person for knocking things onto the floor. It's unacceptable, really. Yeah, you could the ground is unstable. You could definitely, hit something over, not try to break some of the ground. There are large stones around you could try to throw.
Does it look like it? I just don't want to like trigger. Maybe I don't want to like the idea of triggering like too much to fall to injure him. But yeah, I would try to do anything loose in the earth there.
Yeah, I think this is also an athletics check, right? To try to like break up. I mean, again, it's all 20-sided. 18, second 18 in a row. You kind of put your feet into the ground and push, and as they're running, these creatures run up and look, and these rocks like slide down.
I want to dedicate that roll to this chicken parm I'm about to eat right
Oh,
Beautiful, beautiful.
Shout out to chicken farm.
Where did you get that?
The chicken
Is that
parm.
Matt's chicken farm?
No,
Like,
that was like
stole
a red
it.
sauce. I did a vodka sauce. It's slightly. I trade the heartburn for the like unhappy tummy that white people get when they eat dairy. So like it's a trade off. These rocks go down. One of these creatures is crushed, right, entirely. And
What does that sound like, Matt?
did I make it? Did you hear it?
No, we didn't hear it. There we go.
There you go. And boom, 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 these rocks come down. The other three kind of look up for a second and then clamber over this and continue to run on. Eve, what is your flamingo doing?
Oh no, we broke the ground. Wait! And I fly after Andre's fucking cockatoo.
Yeah, give me an athletics check as you're like above but flying to keep pace.
Ooh, 7.
Sure. As you are going, you are falling a little bit behind, but you also catch the attention of one of these creatures. This creature looks up and opens its mouth wide with these like razor sharp teeth, these like pointy needle like teeth inside its mouth, and lets out a this like terrible screech. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You mean a D20? Yeah. On it.
Yeah, it's called rolling a d20. Okay.
Oh,
The flamingo, as she is flying, her head implodes entirely, and just like a sickening like ripe fruit squishing noise, and then she just plummets out of the ground, hits the sides of this ravine, and falls into the ground as these creatures continue to run over her body.
But Matt, that was my favorite PC I've ever made.
They're some of the best, the briefest things burn the brightest.
If I see that happen, I just started screaming.
Yeah, as
I fucking run as fast as I can.
as you scream, the one of the other creatures like stops and hears you and looks at you, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as it also screeches in your direction.
That's fine. It's gonna be an 18. No worries.
It's probably gonna be an 18.
okay.
Yeah. So at that point, the pelican's head implodes, right? like being, I don't know, like a sci-fi movie where shit's in the vacuum of space. It just comes into itself, with some like liquid matter spurting out from the sides. The pelican beak kind of twisting off to the side as the body just falls onto the ground. This cockatoo continues to run at the end, again pursued by 3 of these creatures, and you get to the end of this ravine. And the ravine ends abruptly, and I think you're taken aback for a moment, because where it ends, you are in a forest. And it's as if like there's a line there, right? And at one moment you are in this ravine, and then you're all of a sudden in a forest that wasn't there when your companions were above. Not that you saw what they saw, not at that time. But where you are now, it's dark, and there are almost like floating lights in this forest. And in front of you, you see the person you were searching for. Tall, white feathered, with this long orange beak, Nyan stands before you, the leader of your expedition, who looks out at you with kind of grave concern on his face, looking past and seeing what happened. And then out of the forest, 5 new kinds of creatures step forward. 5 creatures standing as tall as a man, as tall as an Aarakocra. But their hands, held together in fists, are 3 times the size. They look like they're just holding large rocks in either hand. This strange grayish skin with 2 small beady eyes, and the thing that is most noticeable about them in these naked forms, they stand there in this strange forest, are their mouths. 3 mouths. All laid across one another. And as they look out, and you kind of run away, Nyan grabs you and pulls you to the side as you look back, and these creatures look towards the other ones, these small, big-eared, needle-teethed ones who stop and start scrambling backwards, but it's too late. Because these new creatures start to speak. Each of their 3 mouths giving off a different tone. One low, one kind of middling, and one a bit high on there. And each of them seem to be speaking independently with pitch changes in different tones as you watch the heads of the 3 creatures back in that canyon explode, splattering matter all over the side of this canyon. And as you look back at Nyan, whose face still has grave concern on it, you are Vogwai. And you're looking to the side at your good friend Riawhen as you look back out, blinking at this creature hunched over in the darkness of this dockside building, coming through these shrouds and silks and fabrics hanging from the center as it looks out at the 3 of you adventurers. What do you do? I'm actually going to say, Vogwai, you can't act right now. Because your brain is befuddled trying to process that shit. The other 2 have no memory of that shit, so you are not befuddled. What do the 2 of you do?
Vogwai experienced that memory? That whole thing? Oh.
Riawhen, what would you like to do?
So I know the creature's there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. How far from me is it?
10 feet. If that, I mean, remember, you're inside with all of these, like, silks and blankets and just fabrics hanging that you had to push your way through to get back here. The Auntie is just kind of, like, laying back on one of these, like, that nest thing that she has created for herself. Auntie Aromo. As she points to this thing and says, Aromo.
Mind sliver.
Oh, snap.
I bet that creature's fucking dumb.
Okay. So, you're casting Mind Sliver.
Yeah.
Yes. Is that a save?
Yes,
save?
in save, yes.
Okay.
It's a vocal. What does that sound like, Ria?
Oh, good question. um, I think Rhea goes to open her mouth as if she was gonna scream, and you just hear this like, almost like what is it? The sound that only cats and dogs can hear?
Supersonic.
Supersonic,
whistle
like the
sound, yeah.
supersonic pitch drives through the air.
That is a natural 20 minus 1 for a 19. And I believe it's a cantrip, right? So nothing happens on a. Yeah. So as you make that noise, it kind of. I need everyone to roll initiative. Please, everyone, please roll initiative.
Oh, well, that's a 3 and not 1 for me.
Jeez. Oh my god, what the hell just happened? I'm still reeling, IRL. Uh-oh.
It looks like Mina acts first.
I think Mina's like reeling with. She just got hit by the shrieker. She's like, Timothy, and she'll send Timothy to basically moth the shit out of this. They're just like fucking all up in its grill. And then Tim's gonna give me the help action, and Mina just reaches out one hand and extends one to her heart, and a single strand of silvery lightning as I cast Witch Bolt at this creature.
There it
But,
is.
but thin, like just one little. And then so it's an attack roll, I believe.
I believe so.
Does Timothy run Moth OS, Mike?
Yes, of course. He would only like Timothy endorses whatever the hell that thing is you just said he was. All right, I have something like this. There we go.
Oh,
22 will definitely hit. Please roll for damage.
Oh, that is a meaty 7 lightning damage.
good damage.
Hey, listen.
I gotta point out, we shot first.
But this tether remains, and I'll very carefully keep line of sight with it so I can still see. But I'm gonna just duck behind some of the, I assume, detritus that's in this sort of like debris.
Yeah,
in this hovel.
Weird. There's a lot of stuff. It's all very soft, though. It's all a lot of like, fabric.
I'll hide behind some mush or soft matter.
Yeah. Nice. This little thin line now connects Mina to this creature. Though if you don't have vision into the weave of magic, you probably do not see it yourself. Mina, if that ends your turn,
It does, yes.
it is the visitor's turn. It kind of looks around and just that was a weird noise that I made. It didn't feel good in my throat. It is going to attack Mina, who failed, but certainly did try to attack it.
I mean, Rhea, because Mina succeeded.
That's exactly what I said. I said Riawhen. Of course I did.
Oh,
I feel so bad for naming both our names ended in A. Like we did this to that. It's our fault.
Yeah.
I'll own up to it. I'll own up to it right now.
The creature jumps at you, and you have a familiar vision of one of these things. Comes and slashes at you. It's gonna make 2 slash attacks.
No.
The first is gonna be only a 7 to hit, and the second is gonna be an 8 to hit. Oh, that's a natural 2 and 3.
Didn't even need to pop my shield, motherfucker.
How sad as this thing, but you almost have like a flashback vision to what this attacks look like, and the attacks very much exactly the same way. You aren't sure if this is the same creature or not. It looks so similar, and especially here in this absolute darkness of this room you are in. That is going to end its turn as it gnashes in these needly teeth spittle coming down its chin at the end of its turn. Vogwai, you are up.
Shaken free from my strange experience I just had by my friends immediately attacking this visitor, I'm holding a small sputtering candle, which is the only source of light in this room, if I recall correctly.
I believe that is correct.
And as a satyr, I can't fucking see shit without this candle. So I fumble at my pack for my hooded lantern and start to light it up. And thinking, ooh, this guy's got pretty giant eyes, I lower the shutter to focus the beam directly on the face of the visitor.
Very interesting. Okay. This is what I want you to do then. I want you to make a sleight of hand check to really be able to angle it in a way that is going to be kind of... I should be trying to like blind this creature, see what the light does.
11.
An 11. Its back is kind of to you as it's attacking. I was figuring you had to hit its AC to kind of get it. That's kind of the way I was doing it. So 11 doesn't quite do it. Its back is to you as it is harrying Riawhen.
Would that have used my action?
I think lighting a lantern is going to use your action. Yeah, you have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I will use a cunning bonus action as a rogue to hide. You said that there were curtains.
Lots of places to hide. Yeah, just stuff coming down from the ceiling everywhere.
And I will leave my lantern, seeing that I didn't manage to blind it, in position so that the room is lit, but I will fade into the shadows in the curtains and prepare.
Beautiful. Yeah, roll a stealth check. We play too many games. I'm like, what the fuck is that called? Like that hidey thing. As Riawhen takes her turn. 21. Beautiful.
Aromo's next. Oh, Aromo's next.
So I'm in melee range now, right?
Oh yeah, he's right on you. I mean, he's small. He's a small feller. But you can't stand up all the way either because the ceilings are so low. Remember, this is a little goblin house.
I think... Can I rip one of the, like, veil hanging down?
100%.
And... I don't know if that's gonna work, actually. What? Okay, I have... What
do you want to do? Just tell me what you want to do.
I have firebolt, which is a ranged attack. What I would want to do is use it to light one of these veils and, like, fucking whip it in his face.
Those both sound like actions to me, is actually the bigger problem that I'm having with it.
Yes, it is an action.
Yeah, both casting firebolt and whipping the thing in their face are an action, so I don't... Okay. I think it's fine. If you want to pull this thing down and use firebolt to light it, you can certainly do that. You just won't be able to whip it at him.
Yeah, I just want to get fire in the immediate vicinity of the monster, basically.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Give me... Let's see. You pull this thing down.
Yes.
I don't know if it's about wielding this fiery thing or if it's about the control of your magic. So you can give me either a sleight of hand or an arcana check. Either one.
Oh!
Whoa!
Natural 20. Beautiful. You are wielding this improvised weapon, this thing, rather expertly. And managed to not set this whole fucking room on fire. There's so much soft fabric around.
Thank me later.
Actually, rather unbelievable. That was a pretty high DC, and you got beautiful, wonderful.
Rio the fire spinner.
Yeah.
That ends your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Auntie is going to try to bite you in the calf.
Fucking little gnome.
Does a 13 beat your AC?
No.
Yeah, she tries to go at you, and you kind of like kick her back as you're like wielding this flaming blanket. All right, back to the top of the order. Mina, you are up. There's fire now. You can see things pretty easily.
I will draw this like forked twig that I have, and I kind of weave this strand of lightning around, and I recur that damage, holding up as like a warding sign almost.
Roll for damage, witch bolt, baby.
To maintain it. And then the next thing that I'm gonna have to ask you about, 6 lightning damage.
Nice.
And then the next thing I'm gonna do is, I know I can't cast 2 spells in one turn, but because I was recurring a spell, I'm then gonna try to spin around, literally Wizard of Oz style, and Misty Step out to the guards and say, "Help! Auntie Rum is being attacked by a monster."
Question about that.
It's cool though, so I should be able to do
Yeah,
it.
no, it's pretty
Rule of cool.
That's why I described. That's why I tried to describe it first.
When you reuse Witch Bolt, does it
What is it?
use as an action to reuse
Yes,
it
Misty
every
Step's a
turn?
bonus. Misty Step's a bonus action.
And Missy,
But-
no. I was thinking that the reoccurrence was a bonus action. That's what I was thinking. So okay, good. You can Misty Step somewhere you can't see. So that was my second.
Yeah, it's a tele. I believe it's a teleport. So if I've seen it before, then. Wait. Well.
No, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
So I don't want to be.
and
So I don't want to be outside. I don't want them to. I don't. So sorry. I should be more specific. So I don't want like them to see me just bamf outside. I want to like go near the entrance and just feel like I'm running outside for help. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be seen using magic in that kind of way. I guess.
Yeah, and that is a cool thing, and I'm gonna let it happen with a couple caveats if that's okay. Only because we've kind of already set up this room with all this stuff coming down the ceiling. You can't really see more than 10, 15 feet in front of you. So, but I think with this light, it kind of makes it, and some of these fabrics are sheer, and you see through, and you're able to teleport, far enough that you just like run a couple extra feet to get to the door as you're pushing down these fabrics and open it up and let them know that they're being attacked. Why don't you roll a persuasion, or I guess this would be a deception check.
It is a deception check. Yes.
Yeah.
10.
Mm.
Whoa! I think is what you get at this point. Well, I'll add those two guards to my.
We're very friendly with
Oh.
Ria, I might add, if I do recall correctly.
They were.
Quite later, in fact, some would say.
I
Yeah.
am a goblin to them.
All right. Well, they'll act on 10 right after Vogwai, and we'll see what they do. After Mina, it is the visitor's turn again. He kind of looks at this flame. He's gonna make what would in a previous this should be called a will check to see how he's feeling about fire. Oh, he
Not
doesn't
great.
feel good about it. Okay, so interesting. Vogwai is not there as far as he knows. He's disappeared into the darkness. And he doesn't want to go after Ria because of the flames. And now there's light pouring in from outside as the door opens as Mina does it. So he's gonna scamper across. Riawhen, you get an attack of opportunity as he
Fucker. Sorry.
now goes after Mina.
I will use my daddy's dagger. This like ivory
Daddy's dagger.
sculpted ivory crescent moon with like two pointy ends. So like I think it's like it's always on my hips, and I kind of fucking whip it out and I hold it 2 points facing and I try to fucking pierce him with it.
Okay.
Imagine just like daddy inscribed on the blade.
Yeah.
It's fine. Very good work.
Daddy's dagger.
Yeah, the daddy dagger seems like for a very different kind of campaign. That's like
Oh.
an After Dark version. 19 beautiful hits
Oh,
for 3 points of piercing damage. As that's okay. You are now the only one besides Mina that has hit this thing. No shade, Vogue. No shade. As the door opens and this creature gets pierced in its back, but keeps running and kind of jumps towards Mina. So of course, what the guards see is the door opens, like there's a monster attacking, and they go what? And then all of a sudden, the monster like, comes into view as it tries to attack.
It doesn't pass through my melee, does it, Matt? Where I'm hidden?
No, I think you backed
Say
up
right now,
on
Matt,
there.
you're probably gonna hit me.
The first one's an 11.
Great, 'cause that's my armor class. So you hit me.
Oh!
Okay. All right.
All right.
Just what you needed, in fact.
That is 4 points of damage.
Yeah, Mina looks. She's taking some damage.
Yeah. Well, let's see if it also hits you with its second attack. That's a 19.
I think it does.
That is 6 more points of damage.
I think that's all of her
Are you-
HP already.
Are you up?
Wait, were you hurt before? Why are
Yeah,
you...
dude. Remember, it opened the battle by yelling, by screaming at us, and I
Yeah.
failed to save it. It's like, so we didn't shoot. I don't know. We didn't shoot first. It literally
forgot about
screamed at
that.
us.
Oh no!
So yes, but I'm still. Mina's looking rough, and I think you just see like her like nose start bleeding, running down, and I have to make a cons check for Witch Bolt, a Constitution saving throw. Natural one, so I lose Witch Bolt.
Damn.
And yeah, I think Mina's just like panicking, like in a full doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, your back is literally against the wall with this door open next to you. I actually think when you open it, you're now like against the door as it's being pushed against the wall, and this creature is just right in front of you. But Vogwai, it's your turn now, Mr. Heidi
All right.
McHeidson.
Hiding behind the curtain, what Vogue was doing was preparing his bow and nocking an arrow with slightly shaking hands, but seeing how badly Mina's being treated by this big-eyed monstrosity, and hopefully its back is to me, and it's occupied by my friend, I will aim for its neck area and loose.
Yeah, and at this point, as you roll, like a bunch of these like fabrics that have been pulled, they weren't put up great. So like as people are running and everything, like a bunch of them are falling and being hit down. It's making a tangle of mess on the ground around you. An 8 does not hit as the arrow just goes past. I think you're trying to be very careful not to hit Mina with this. And this thing is so thin and spindly, it just ding hits into the wall.
Yeah. I will then just move again and get a new position, so it's not aware of where I ended up.
Sure. After you, the two goblin guards go, which is a lot of guttural alliteration. They are going to attack with their javelins. This is a fun thing with
Attack
goblins.
who?
The creature. Oh yeah, they're freaked out by this fucking thing. They get 2 attacks, but the second one is at disadvantage. So the first goblin attacks. Oop. Let's try that again. Put the slash in the wrong place. A
Nice.
17 is going to hit. And for the second attack, this is at disadvantage, so a 12 is not going to hit. So he hits one. And it does 1 point of damage. This guy's he's the one, and it just grabs and it like stabs towards this thing, and just barely nicks it. This thing moves away from your arrow, and that's the only reason he does hit it. Otherwise, he would have missed. The second goblin takes a better stance actually, and like 2 hands this javelin to like really try to get him. His first attack is an 18. And is going to hit for 6 points of damage. Beautiful. He's trying to protect his goblin Auntie. Auntie is not a familial name, but a governmental and leadership one for those.
It's an elected office.
And
It's an
his
elected
second attack,
office.
second attack is a 5, so he does not hit with his second attack. This creature is weird looking. Okay, at the end of his turn, Riawhen, you are back up watching Mina get...
How big is this creature? Compared to me?
small.
Oh, it's small. Okay.
I want
It
to...
is a small creature.
So I want to fucking wrap around this... this shit. And I want to go strangle it with it.
Ooh. Vicious. I like it.
Okay,
I fight like a goblin, motherfuckers.
Yes.
yeah, okay. So
But
what I
smarter.
think this is going to be is you are going to it'd be like grappling it, right? You're gonna
Yeah.
do contested athletics to try to get this thing around.
Yeah.
But because the thing's on fire, both him and possibly you are gonna take some fire damage.
It's fine, as long as he suffers more than I do.
Okay. So make an athletics check.
Is
Guys,
there any advantage to it being small?
No, it's only one size larger, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys send me good vibes? Because I just have 0 in athletics. Send me good vibes. Send me good vibes.
Just beat a 7. Yes!
All right. 17 definitely beats a 7. At this point, yeah, you get this thing around him, and he is now grappled, and I think you both, from this flaming thing, take 1 point of fire damage.
Just 1? I'm strangling him with it!
That could have
Did
been
I roll a
bad.
d20?
You rolled
Okay,
a D20.
I didn't mean to roll a d20. I meant to roll a d4, but I rolled
Ooh.
20, and I got a 1, so I'm sticking with the 1s.
That's fine. I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. Yeah, Riawhen, you get this thing around this thing's neck, and squeeze. The Auntie is next. The Auntie tries to hide, and scamper away. Gets a natural 1 though. So Vogue, I think everyone else is like away from here, but you notice her like slink down and like belly crawl across the floor to the back corner, where she opens a trap door, in the floor, that leads to the lake below.
Great.
Or out on the docks. That is what the Auntie is going to do. Mina, and starts to go through it. Like you see the legs kind of disappear as Auntie Aromo gets through this trap door. Mina is up.
We gotta save Willie, guys. We gotta protect him. Yeah, I think Mina is like just freaking the fuck out, and the fact that this thing was like about to, like had her, and then Rhea saved her essentially, and I think she just looks so grateful towards her, and then gets kind of words about her and calls Timothy back, and Timothy lands on this thing's like wherever it's not being grappled by.
Right on the pate of its bald head with these big ears coming up on either side of Timothy.
And I just make a quick sign in the air, and through Timothy's just glowing blue, and just goes and just cast shocking grasp through Timothy.
Roll to attack.
I don't think it's it's a. Oh, I have something for this. It's only a 10 though.
10 to hit. Is not going to do it. I think that this thing is thrashing now, but Timothy like that. You see the electricity pulse out, but it just can't land as this thing is like trying so hard to break free of Riawhen.
I think it's great not only to have an NPC named Timothy, right? But yeah, Timothy tries to shocking grasp him. It's a moth. Timothy is a moth.
But it's got Timothy Chalamet's face with
no
computer code behind
that's a normal one.
Mina, does that end your turn?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have a bonus action here. Yeah, no, I think that's all I can do. I guess I would just try to put some distance. I don't want the thing. I'm trying to keep.
You are in
safe.
melee with it. If you want to back up, you would take an attack of opportunity.
Even if it's
I thought. Oh, okay. It's still in. I'm still in melee with it.
It is grappled. You did not move its position though.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, what happened is this thing is you're on the door with your back against the wall. This thing's coming at you, and Mina grabs it and starts pulling it away. But it's still standing where it was standing.
Got it.
And now on its turn, it is going to turn around and try to take out Riawhen, because you now have a flaming blanket around its neck.
Try me, bugger.
The first attack is a 23 to hit, and the second is a 13.
The second one doesn't hit.
Okay. That is 7 points of slashing as this thing turns around and gets you across the face. And its hands, these oversized claws that it has, gets you across the face and again across the neck. Almost going for that same attack that it got you with, that one of these creatures got you with before when it sliced your throat open, but not quite getting the same purchase.
Got it.
That is its turn. It is going to take 3 points of fire damage on its turn from having this flaming.
Yeah. Do I still have a grasp on it, or?
Yeah, you are. It is still grappled by you.
Cool.
Yes. It did not try to break free of the grapple. Vogwa, you are up.
So it's way too crowded to be shooting arrows at the enemy, and my girl Rhea has it in a chokehold. So
Yeah.
it's time for prison tactics, and you hear clomp, 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 clomp.
Can I pause you there for a second?
Sure.
Have Timothy rolled again. The creature's grappled, so attacks against it have advantage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Have Timothy roll again for shot.
Okay, even with spell attacks, I can.
It's a melee spell attack, so yes.
Okay, so I'll just roll. 16.
Damn.
16
Yeah.
will hit. Yeah,
Nice.
roll for damage on that.
Okay, I think the
Alright.
damage is just. Oh no, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I think it's just 1d. Oh, so five additional lightning damage.
Okay,
Nice.
beautiful. Sorry, I want to I was just thinking about that. Okay, go ahead, Vogue. Sorry.
So you hear the clomping of hooves as Vogue charges towards the fray, and approaching the creature, seeing how it's held, he looks for an opportunity to strike it with Shanzi's new dagger that he has recently acquired. However, as he wraps his fat fingers around the hilt, his hand slips, and he moves his hand forward with nothing in it. And yet, still, let's see if this hits or not. So this will be a dagger. So
Oh,
23 to hit.
16. Oh,
'cause
it
it's
is
grappled,
23.
right?
23 hits.
And despite having nothing in Vogue's hand, there is still a piercing of the flesh perceived. And confused by this, Vogue does it again.
Oh!
Natural 20. Roll for damage on these two attacks, man.
Wow.
Double nat 20s. The forbidden
So
roll.
First is these are psychic blades.
You rolled the
created
same
from-
numbers as Timothy did. That's pretty psychic of you. And then you rolled 2 nat 20s, which is also
Oh, yeah.
pretty
Wow.
psychic.
All right, so 1d6 plus dex, which is 3, right? Yeah. All right, so we got first dagger is
First dagger.
9,
9 points of damage. Beautiful.
and the second dagger, which is a bonus action. Let's see if 1d4 attacks 1d4 instead of 1d6. So
Wait, don't you get sneak attack on that though?
I do get sneak attack, but I'm rolling.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
on the first one, right? So sneak attack for me now is 2d6, I believe. So
Damn, that's
let's
good.
roll 2d6.
Only because you'd have advantage, I think, because it's grappled. But
Yes.
Yeah, and my friends are within 5 feet, so that's 7 more damage, and then
Wow.
our 1d4. Actually, it'll be 2d4 since we're.
Well, let me say,
Since it's a nat 20.
please do roll damage. It has a whopping 1 hit point left
Great.
with this nat 20 attack as you come at it. So,
Oh,
and more.
gold.
so please explain to me what this looks like.
So the first stab was kind of tentative because he did feel that he missed the dagger, but it drew blood, and so he draws his hand back and shoves again, and this time gets it right under the rib cage, right up into where the lungs would be.
You see this like blackish ichor kind of like coming down its mouth where that spittle was before, as its big eyes, if anything, get any wider. It's a real Emma Stone moment as this wide-eyed creature stares out at you, and then its head lolls down, still being held aloft by Riawhen holding this flaming cloth.
It's down. What, Mina? Or put the fire.
and then I will. Well, I think I have that classic waterbender problem. There's no water to work with in the room right now.
Well-
There's nothing.
The door is open, and you're looking out onto a dock with a lake below you. So there's actually quite a bit of water to work with, just below.
I know. Oh, can I?
Right under.
But that if I open the trap door, then Auntie's under there.
Auntie, that's the other side of the building. Other side
Okay.
of the building. Yeah.
So can I step and kind of like pull some water out of the lake and just like splash it with shape water? Is that gonna like a
Oh
fun
yeah.
splash?
If you are using shape water, you can
Yes.
definitely do that. Yes.
Yes. And I kind of pull on where the surface of the water is rippling, and I just kind of draw it out into it. This like kind of like little like, rogue wave thing, and it just goes like into.
I apologize to all the firemen and women watching the stream right now. Because this was the worst. I don't know how you managed to not set this whole dock on fire, but congratulations. You definitely passed my flammability puzzle. As you splash water on this thing, the fire going out and Riawhen dropping the creature to the ground, both goblin guards that were outside say, "I've got him!" And they both start stabbing him repeatedly with their javelins now that he's on the ground and dead. They still miss sometimes.
I turn to Vogue. I kind of whisper, "You too?" I can't hear you.
Did I see Auntie? Did I see Auntie Romo? Go down
Only
there?
Vogue
Okay.
saw it because it was on the other side of the room from where you guys were.
What do you mean? We got it. But the auntie, she snuck out the back trap door.
What? Auntie? The two goblins drop their javelins and start running across this room, actually getting tangled up multiple times in their quest to get across the room, and end up falling with all of these like sheets and silks and things hanging from the ceiling, or not hanging because they've been thrown onto the ground now.
We should grab her, right? She tried to bite you.
So it's okay. Vogue, how'd you do that?
And Shanzi's new dagger's pretty sharp, eh?
Did I see that he didn't have a dagger? This one, I feel like I would have.
Yeah, I think so.
Vogue, you never unsheathed it.
Huh? Wait a minute. And he's like confused, looking around at his bloody hands. How did? What? He's just like sputtering.
While they're talking, Matt, can I go over and inspect the things, the body?
Yeah, it is very stabbed at this point, and a little burnt. But yeah, it's mostly naked and kind of like curled up almost in a fetal position, where it has an oversized head, and these big old ears that come out. Its mouth hanging open does have these like needle point teeth on the top and bottom.
Can I? Is there anything in its nature that it seems magical to me? Does it seem completely like just another kind of, just a different kind of like?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to vibe this out. If it's, let me see Arcana.
I think in the corner you just have Rhea like putting a hand on Vogue's shoulder, trying to like both stabilize their mental health.
So it's a 12.
Yeah, I think 12. You are rather sure that it's not from this plane of existence, right? Like, I don't know that. Oh my god, can I tell you, there's nothing more annoying than a cat that just really wants to love you when you have something. Yeah, you're not sure with a 12, but the anatomy of this thing isn't like it is not a bird, a mammal, a reptile, right? It is none of the things that exist from this plane of existence.
I would like to reach out of my pack, grab a vial from my alchemy supplies, and I'd like to try to get some of its blood into a vial and cork it.
Easy enough. There's no one stopping you.
And then putting that back in my pack, I think I turned to them. We have to get out of here, guys. They're gonna...
Why? You just saved the auntie.
But the auntie's like, she can just tell them that to kill us, right? That she's their leader.
Ooh, that's true.
If she tells them to do something, they have to do it, right, Rhea? Is that how?
I think Rhea finally turned around towards this little corpse of the visitor, and like she's not listening to you. She started hyper focusing on it, and she slowly walks up to it, puts her boot on like the jaw of its face, and she starts slowly putting pressure on it until you hear like a crack, and you can hear her mumble like "fucking little shit." Then she turns around, looks at you guys, opens the front door, and starts to walk away.
Was the creature nude, or was it wearing clothes?
Yeah, nope, entirely nude.
Does it have genitalia?
How close you want to get?
And that I would check if it like how otherworldly is this thing, or does it still reproduce the way we do?
Yeah, you grab a leg and lift it up. It's got something under there. It doesn't look like anything that you recognize.
Matt did not expect to talk about genitalia today.
Yeah, certainly nothing's sticking out.
So, okay, yeah.
Maybe a little more cloaca-ish than
Good.
mammalian genitalia, but even that doesn't quite. You know, you've had your run-ins with some Aarakocra, let me tell you, and it doesn't quite look like that. You brought it up.
Thank you. Oh, let's go, Mina.
Okay. Folk, do you think it's safe for Ria's parents to?
I don't know. We gotta regroup and talk this through. Because what the hell was this?
Okay, let's go.
We'll follow Ria.
You step out onto the docks on this beautiful, clear-eyed, sunny day. Welcome to Parsa. What would you like to do? Where are you going?
My place.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. It's still in this district of docks overlooking the lake. It's a different docks. You have to kind of like make your way back to mainland and go out again. But easy enough to do. You make your way to Riawhen's place. Head on inside.
I think I make sure everyone gets in, close the door behind them, and like she still has these. How many fingers does this thing have?
You guys are getting so specific
Yeah.
with me. What are we talking about?
How many fingers does it have, Matt?
Why did you bring a hand with you?
No, because it clawed my face, so I want to know how many claw marks there are.
Oh, it only got you with 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It got.
so I
I
think,
mean, it has more than that, but it only got you with 2.
God.
Claw
So I think yes, she has like those 2 long claw marks on her face. So she goes into the equivalent, like whatever bathroom she has in her shack, starts tending the wounds. Lets you guys discuss whatever you want. If you like, she'll hear you. The shack is small, so.
Are we losing the narrative by letting that auntie get away? Like, Mina was saying she might turn all the goblins on us.
She wasn't being herself. It doesn't take a genius to realize that. Do you think that's what awakening does to people?
No.
That it was from somewhere else, I think, or they were from somewhere else.
Elsewhere. That's where it's from.
Yeah.
What, did you inspect it and notice anything?
Just that it wasn't of this world. And I'll produce the vial. Gathered this just as something to maybe be able to identify or detect others.
Earlier, Matt, you said it had like black shit leaking out of its mouth when it was.
Yeah,
So is this vial full of this black blood?
it is indeed.
And I will flick my wrist, and it just vanishes from where it was in my hand.
Whoa.
But I think that's besides the point for now. Do you think that she's gonna come after your parents, Ria?
I mean, did you see her? She tried to bite my ankle. My parents will be fine. They can bite back, trust me.
But how much? I guess how much control does she have over the other goblins? Can she command them to?
Matt, is there like any goblin assemblies where we can talk politics with other goblins that happens like once every month or something?
Yeah, I mean, they happen sporadically. It's tea with Auntie is what it is.
Tea with Auntie?
It's tea with Auntie. You sit around, an auntie or multiple aunties might sit around. You have tea and you dish the tea.
So can I call a tea with the aunties?
No, because you are not an auntie.
But I'm a
You need to get an
goblin,
You need to get an auntie on your
Are you-
side.
You're trying to call a Wittian.
We're almost
You're
not
trying to
the
call it.
only-
All right, I'll try to call it Ting.
Ding.
But Romo's not the only auntie, right? Ria, could we enlist a different one?
Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, I bet some other auntie hates her. Could use that, could use that to her advantage. They're always bickering against each other, so.
What? We got some intel. I mean, they were fighting together. What's up with that?
She was almost similar, wasn't she? Crawling
Yeah.
on all fours, more feral. Couldn't talk. She was so
And-
skinny too, skin and bones.
And she called it a Romo. So that's why
I
she
mean,
kept
she called
repeating it.
everything a Roma.
Yeah, that's true. Had like a grasp on her head.
Matt, do I know any other auntie? Preferably one that doesn't really like Aromo. No, I didn't even know Aromo was an auntie.
Yeah, you didn't even know she
Yeah.
was an auntie, so
Yeah.
I don't think you know
Of the relationship.
that
but-
stuff too much. But you do know one other auntie. I guess the auntie most associated with you and your family. She's physically the closest would probably be if this is the point at which if I have the last word in the sentence it works a lot better.
Imagine just pouring over genealogies, goblin genealogies. Just
I
switching
am.
generations.
Why can't I think? What was your goblin's name when we did
Talk.
Kingdom? Auntie Talk.
She's still alive.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm so happy right now.
So this is this is after the grottos were flooded.
Oh my god, I'm crying. I thought she was like long gone or something. My little baby Talk. Whew. Okay. Sorry. Composure. Sorry. Okay.
Wait, was that her nerfling name? What was her? Was that her?
Her nerfling name was Talk. She remained Auntie Talk. I think in memory of her auntie, that named her.
Okay. I'm composed again.
It's kind of like when you go through your Catholic confirmation and your Catholic name is Matthew because you just didn't want to think about it anymore on that. It was a good time.
Convenient.
So yeah, I think I come back to the living room with like those, is it gauze bandages on like my face, right?
Sure.
And cross my arms. We could go talk to Auntie Talk. I mean, she's special herself, but surely she'll hear us out. She was always benevolent. I mean, strong word for a goblin, but you get it.
Do we even want to be involved? Like, is this?
These are my people, so I have to.
Yeah. All right.
I think that's the right decision, Ria.
Thank you. Are you okay? I still have some supply left if you need to patch up.
Maybe if we just rest here for a few minutes.
That's fine. Take your time.
Well, if we're resting, we better eat some of those caramels. She didn't get all of them, did she?
No. Matter of fact, she only took 2, so.
All right. So if we are doing a short rest and anyone is eating a caramel, they can add 1d8 to a hit dice. So if you roll a hit die, you can roll an additional 1d8.
All right, here we go. That's great. That's a natural 1 on that hit die, so I want to do that extra d8.
All right.
It's a 1
And
on that
that's 2 more.
D8. So it's a 6 for me, which is great because it brings me back to full HP actually, so.
Perfection.
Okay. I'm not nearly even close to full HP. Let's use another hit die. Sorry, I know this is riveting content. No, but I'm just gonna use one more.
I can't
Okay,
believe Talk
there
is
we
still
go.
alive. Matt, you just made my night. Like, I don't know what to tell you. This is it for me.
And we're done, guys. Thank you for watching the campaign. We'll have a brand new campaign next time. I've hit the high. It's all over.
All right. Quick break, or how you feeling?
Look at this. Look at
Wow.
I don't even have to run the game. You guys just do a short rest, roll your dice, we'll take a break, and we'll be back in guys, how long should we be back in? What do you make the call? I'm not
5 to
calling
10 minutes, maybe.
it. Sure. No, perfect.
That
I'm with it.
works.
How long does it take to make a bag of popcorn? Like 2 minutes, 30 seconds? Yeah, it's that's about.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Please hang on. Check out the wonderful art. We're getting a lot of great feedback on the art. And we really, really, really love hearing it. Thanks, y'all.
Be back in 5.
Welcome back. After treating their wounds, taking a little breaky poo, maybe having a snack, a little snack while they were waiting. The party, all of them in Riawhen's home, are now at that that natural junction where you're hanging out and you're all just kind of staring at each other and you have anything left to say, and you're kind of like, you want to like just run to like get a burger or something. Like you gotta move and do something. So what do you do?
We go. Well, I thought we were gonna go see Talk. Yeah.
How far out is she? Is she somewhere nearby?
Matt, can you please tell me what I tell him?
Each of these piers kind of going out into the lake each have their own auntie.
Oh.
So Talk is the auntie of this pier. I mean, sometimes aunties control more than one at a time, but usually that doesn't last very long. She's just the physically closest. So,
and she's also my favorite. Win-win.
Can we also say in the or maybe it'd be better to actually do this, but like, you know how at the start of that, I kind of had a delayed reaction in the fight?
Yeah.
So, when that thing screamed, it sent me in like a vision quest or something. I was beautiful. I was an Aarakocra, and I had a big, beautiful red crest and dark black feathers and all these trinkets and shinies on me. And I had 2 friends, like a pelican-looking one and a flamingo, and we were in a ravine. And those others, they were chasing. It's not like the...
Sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny. Sorry.
You don't believe me when the birds talk to me. You don't believe me when I see a vision quest.
I believe you.
You see?
No, okay, folks. I believe you, but you know how crazy it sounds. But I believe you. We've been through crazy shit, but it sounds crazy. You have to admit it.
Okay, fine. It does sound crazy.
There.
Folk, is it possible that you might have taken Dream without realizing it?
What, like just then?
No, I mean, like sometime in your life.
I feel like I'd know if I had taken Dream before. I have not gotten that desperate.
But do you know how sometimes you wake up and you can't remember your dream?
Yeah, usually.
So, what if it's possible to wake up from a dream and not remember the dream, at least not in your waking mind?
Oh, that would be awful if that were possible.
Is it possible that this was a real life you that, and its memory is now lost to you?
Well, at the end, the leader guy who we were chasing turned out to be Nyan. Remember that weird white Aarakocra that kept waving at me? He was there.
Your parents helped this guy come here, right?
I don't know if I even was around when they... Can't remember what they did with him.
I'm just saying it'd be interesting to know where he's from exactly.
It was like a desert scape with... And then it was a forest, though.
You really felt like this person you were was you, right? It was you.
It was me. Feathers and all.
But just not the you that we know right now.
Oh, no. Completely different.
Completely different. Both like shiny things. Ria doesn't say that. She doesn't know it. It's fine.
My mom told me that when she woke up from her a dream, she had me. And she just had me without, I think, remembering having it. Like I was just there.
Well, but she was pregnant, right?
I think she was when she was somewhere else, or someone else, I don't know. But it's scary to think about, folk. Please, promise me you won't try it. Please.
I have no plans of trying it.
It's not saying you won't.
Yeah, but it's not so dangerous now that we have awakening.
But it's not just about that, folk. It's about... if you start to wonder, if you start to try to chase that other place, that other you, then even if you wake up, you'll still be living in that world and not with us. I don't want to lose you.
But I don't want to go back there, but I do want to find out if Nyan has memories of that. Because what if it's...
We should ask him then, yes. I agree.
All right.
Seems
All
like
right,
we got
well-
a couple of people to talk to then.
Let's take them one at a time.
Okay. Where do you go?
Auntie duck, auntie duck, auntie duck. I'm so
Yeah, get
excited to
those
see
muffins
Matt
ready,
play
buddy.
her. Oh, I'm so excited.
You want to go see Auntie talk?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Are we going to tell her the truth about what happened?
Yeah, I think so, because if Auntie Romo's business go AWire because of her weird behavior, it's most of the goblins are going to suffer from it.
Well, we'll follow your lead. They don't typically like us talking in those meetings.
I'm
We'll follow you.
I'm one of them. You guys will be safe. Don't worry.
Just like the previous auntie.
Well, that's different.
Auntie Talk's lounge is different than where many of the other goblin aunties have their main residence. First of all, it is technically underwater, though airtight. So you actually go into this little tiny room that almost looks like an outhouse, and then you step down, kind of like going into a really cool nightclub or so. I don't know. I've never been to one, but I've seen movies. And you kind of like go downstairs, and you are met at the door by this huge grung.
I forgot about
Right?
Oh my God.
This really big, wide, oversized, medium-sized, really tall and everything, grung, who says, I mean, I guess he doesn't say anything. He notices Riawhen and just kind of he gives like a head nod, like an upper head nod, like
Wait.
he gives a what's up.
His name was Jean-Luc.
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 You can't not talk as Jean-Luc.
Yeah, you have to.
She didn't go back and watch the video to remember what Jean-Luc's voice sounded like. But
No, you make
was-
that
it
voice
was-
often. It's the
this-
silly sounding one.
like this guy.
this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Riawhen.
Hey,
Good.
Jean-Luc. It's been a while.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Hi, Riawhen's friends.
Yeah, Riawhen's friends.
Hello.
Here's
Hello.
Jean-Luc. Yeah.
That's me.
Is Auntie Talk free today? It's pressing issues.
Auntie Talk. Yeah, she's relaxing over in the back.
I can just go in.
Yeah, she set up a member only section and then doesn't enforce it.
Awesome. Sounds like her. Thank you so much, Jean-Luc. Oh, by the way, here's a caramel. I had some left. There you
Oh,
go. Bye, Jean-Luc.
hi. Little Kermit the Frog here. or whatever not copywritten version that is out there. Yeah, you kind of pass through Auntie's lounge, which is full of people. There's a bar there, a full area. It is below ground and generally watertight. There are some puddles on the ground where parts of the walls are leaking, consistently being repaired. And there is indeed a few steps up to like this roped off area, but the rope has been like taken down, is just like hanging on the floor, and there's plenty of people hanging around over there. And as you look up, you see one particularly small, wiry, very excited goblin. Younger than most aunties, though not as young as she once was, right? She's been around a little while now. And as she is talking to someone next to her, she is saying, like, can you believe it? Like, they blew a hole right in this guy's chest, right in the middle of the street. That's crazy. I mean, I wasn't even there to see it. I mean, nothing that interesting happens around here, and I wasn't even there when that happened. Oh, hi. As she turns towards you all as newcomers.
Auntie Talk, I hope you've been well.
I mean, I've been fine. I've been here, and it's been kind of boring. But I think things are going fairly well, the way they're supposed to be.
Well, if you're bored, I actually might have something that will spice things up for you. But do you mind somewhere more private to talk?
Oh, everybody go! Leave! And everybody kind of leaves this area and gets down off the steps and away from the stage. Please, sit down.
Here's a caramel, by the way, first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
That was my last one.
Wait a minute. This isn't like a candy, but it's actually laced with dream and is going to totally mess me up, is it?
We don't repeat history. We don't repeat history.
And just puts it right in her mouth.
So Auntie Talk, I'll preface this by saying that, I've always been thankful on how all of you have always welcomed me among you.
What do you mean?
Well, you are family,
Of course.
And I want to keep family safe, and I think something might be threatening this family of mine. And I think aunties should be made aware of this threat because it's a danger to the goblin community.
Is it that one Eric Coker guy who stuck out his hand and then blew a hole in someone's chest in the middle of the street? I didn't see it, but I heard about it, and I wasn't there.
We were there for that. We saw it.
Everyone was there for that. There were so many people.
You
Why
missed
does
it.
this? Nobody gave me the heads up that was happening.
Yeah, I mean, it has to do with that actually.
And it was Fausta that did it and everything. We haven't seen enough of him with that bullshit.
Well,
Were you?
You've heard about Awakening, I'm sure, right?
Me? Heard of? No. Not me. I've never.
She's lying,
never
right?
Heard of that. You can make an insight check. I mean, I don't just give information like that
DC
out.
one.
We're playing a game here.
Oh, 5. GG. She's not lying.
She's never heard of it. You got to explain what it is.
Okay, so Awakening basically it's a new drug that's hit the market recently, and people are assuming that it's it's a way to wake up from dream. The other drug, dream.
Wait a minute. You can use that black drink shit to wake up from dream?
No, what?
Well,
Was that?
people are assuming that because
I
I
mean, I
drank
guess
to
the name
vote.
was just
Seeing him react surprised, I'm like, okay, you know what? Never mind. That's not important here. Okay. So, Auntie Oromo, have you heard of her? Surely.
Auntie Spleen.
Spleen.
You mean?
Yes. Yeah.
You mean Auntie Spleen is really what you should call her. That's actually her name.
Right. I thought she had her auntie name as Oromo.
She's batshit crazy. Her I saw. No, that one I saw.
Yeah.
She just kind of repeats herself over
Yeah,
and over
yeah,
and
she
has
does.
trouble standing up straight.
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
her backbone is made out of a noodle or something?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so
An auntie. Oh,
turns
look at
out
me. I'm an auntie. I'm spleen.
so it turns out Auntie Spleen has been selling Awakening, right? And so I went to her to be like, like it's dangerous to sell Awakening right now because fucking Fifi Bal is blasting people with Death Laser and the Aarakocra guy, the one you mentioned, right?
Yeah, Fausta.
Fauster blasts people who sell Awakening, right? So I went to her with good intentions. I was like, you shouldn't do that because I don't want goblins to get blasted to death, right? And then we were attacked by this alien-looking creature. Do you know what an alien is?
Yeah, people that weren't born in Parsa but immigrate here.
No. Okay, let me.
Exactly.
So it was very small, smaller than you. Okay.
That's really small.
Oh yeah, and very thin, like skin and bones, and it was white, like
And
like
eyes
paper white. Eyes like bulging out and huge round eyes. Yeah, exactly like that, right? And like huge ears and a bald head. Yeah, and so this thing attacked us, right? And Auntie Aromo is strangely acting similar. And now she's on the loose. I don't know where she is, and I'm just scared that she represents a danger to you and others.
You think drinking coffee turns you into a little crazy albino creature with big eyes?
I think so, yes. That's my theory.
Or that alien creature has some sort of influence and turned her.
But I think it's
Like
the
a-
awakening.
Like a werebear.
Hmm?
I had a cousin one time who got bit by a bear and then slowly started turning into a bear.
That's so cool.
But like he was bitten by like a real live actual in the woods bear and then actually was just kind of coming of age and realizing his sexuality and he was kind of like bigger and hairier and heavier.
Yeah.
So, but I think syntactically I think it works.
Like a water bear?
Like a bear.
Great, so we didn't kill it. Awesome. So yeah, as I said, Auntie Aromo is now on the loose. I don't know where she is, and she's acting very erratically. Do you know what erratically means?
Pretend I didn't.
Okay, erratically means crazy, dangerous.
I know that it means
You know
that.
that.
Okay,
no,
go
but
on.
I pretended that you didn't, so I explained to you.
Yeah, she's Spleen. Do you remember Spleen? Oh, look at me. I don't like people. Oh, I'm so nervous talking to people.
No.
I don't even like. Who doesn't like to talk?
But Auntie Doc, you don't understand. She tried to bite me.
Well, she is an auntie. She has the right to bite whoever
She has the right, but like, would you try to bite me? Auntie Doc?
Given the right circumstance. I mean, if I'm being entirely honest, I probably would.
What are the given circumstances?
Probably a couple more rounds.
But she was sober. No, she might not have been sober. But I'm just saying, she had this creature in her shack, and this creature tried to kill us. And what if she has other creatures hidden elsewhere that could try to kill you? I don't want that to
Auntie
happen.
War.
Wait,
might be
want an
an
auntie
anti-war.
war?
It has been so long since there has been an auntie war.
I know.
Okay, now hear me out. War is not a good thing or anything, but like,
No.
if I had the chance to like take out Spleen, that would be fine. Like, great.
And like, you have
Ja-
an easy excuse. She represents a threat to you and Goblin community and livelihoods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have perfect reason for this. I mean, Jean-Luc, he really hasn't been up and moving around as much, and I've been telling him to. But if there was an auntie war, then he'd have to. Like, he's
Yeah.
getting so wild. I don't even know if he's gonna fit outside very soon. He's
Give the guy a break. He's a frog, you know.
yeah.
It's offensive.
They're supposed to be round and like squishy, so.
Excuse me. Do you know
Auntie Dog. Refer
What?
to her as Auntie Dog.
Auntie Dog? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Auntie Dog.
No, I'm sorry. It's a little hard to hear you because you talk so.
Oh,
quietly.
I'm sorry.
There. Oh, now you're projecting. So
Do
the
you-
thing about being a leader that I found is like I took a lot of lessons on like public speaking and really like getting your voice from down here. She starts like poking you in the belly. Like your voice has to come from down here.
Okay. Do you know who or how Auntie Romo or Auntie Spleen got to be an auntie?
Ooh, let's roll a history check. Nope.
Oh shit!
Nope. On a scale of 1 to 20, I have like a 1 understanding of this. She wasn't an auntie; she was just a spleen, and then she was an auntie spleen.
Because I don't know if I think the drugs are. I think awakening is coming in with Willie.
That's
I
the
don't mess with
rumor,
Willy.
anyway.
Do you know how old that guy is?
He's about to die for sure.
He's been around for at least like 300 auntie generations.
That mathematically adds up. Yep.
I mean, I guess I was just thinking about if we could talk to Willie or maybe sneak on his boat or something to figure out where this was coming from, where he's bringing it in from across the lake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could. I mean, I don't want to do that, and I don't think Jean-Luc would be very good at sneaking.
No.
He's not very sneaky. He's very noticeable, and he's so cute though. Look at him.
He
I mean,
is.
Or you could like order us to do it.
Yeah, Auntie Talk, you know me, I would love to do some work for you.
Oh, you came for orders.
Well, we came to tell you this dangerous
About the trap.
information.
Yeah.
Mike
is like,
okay.
God damn it, they have a high charisma and they can't fucking use it. I fucking hate it here.
What if you all like did some sneaky around Willie, and if you get caught and Willie like tortures you, and like covers you up to your neck in Grunyin and in a barrel,
Yeah.
and like you think your life is on the line, you still don't tell him I sent you to do this.
No, absolutely.
I don't mess with Willie.
My loyalty lies with you.
He's so old.
Yeah,
This
no.
was our own idea, anyway.
He would
Listen,
probably die of old age
Yeah.
before we died of the Grunyins, you know? So it's fine.
Oh, old people die. Maybe he'll die soon, and then we won't even have to worry about it.
True. But it'd be cool to discover where he gets his supplies from before he dies.
It would be cool to be the first auntie that knows.
Yep.
But what about this other being? You're not.
Well,
You haven't heard or seen.
No, I don't know anything about that.
But now
I think
you
it makes
do.
sense that if people drink enough of that coffee, you know, like the awakening drink that they call, if people drink enough of that, I think they probably just turn into pale little creatures with big eyes and big ears that want to kill everything.
But you know, you have to stay safe now because that's a threat that might be roaming around, and I don't want anything to happen to you or anyone else.
I am-
Really.
She points at Jean-Luc next to the front door and goes, "I'm safe."
Yeah, but what about your nerflings? You know.
Yeah, I have to keep my nerflings safe.
We have to take measures to ensure their safety.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We should have an auntie war to make sure that,
Anti-spleen goes down.
yeah, and maybe a couple of the other ones while I'm at it.
Focus on anti-spleen here. Priorities, anti-talk. You know, you don't win war in a day.
I usually do. Every other war that I've won, it's been 1 day long, and I've won it.
You're right. You're pretty great.
Auntie, talk. If they find awakening here, what's to stop them doing to you what they did to that man?
I don't even really know what they did. I wasn't there to see it when it happened, but you know, it's weird because like Fausta, he's like this bird, and he used to have feathers on his head, and now he doesn't. It's like it kind of looks like marbled, and he's not around all the time, but sometimes I see him, and he's pretty scary. This one time he had a party, and it was actually not him that had a party, someone else that had a party, and then he showed up at the party and gave everyone lollipops. Actually, Jean-Luc gave everyone the lollipops, but he didn't know he was doing it. And it was dream, and then they all had one dream together. He's like a dream guy, and now I guess he's a blast people in the chest guy. So I don't know what's going on with that.
But he's dangerous, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
And he's working on the orders of the Mahanat.
I don't think so.
No, he is.
That
That doesn't sound right.
Why doesn't it sound right, anti-talk?
Just it doesn't.
There's no reason you would say that.
I mean, you
I
said
am
it,
inviting you
and
to
I listened to the
use
way that it
your-
sounded, and then when you said it, it just didn't sound right.
Are you one of them?
I think that's a stretch, Mina.
One of the. Oh, am I a Mahanaten?
If somebody
No,
asks you, you have
I'm-
to tell them. You have to tell
I'm
the
pretty.
truth.
I'm pretty sure
Ooh.
they're all humans, right? Don't humans run this city? We're just goblins.
I don't know. I don't know anything about them.
They are human, Mina.
Let's see what she knows about Mahanaten.
If she rolls a 1 again, I swear to God.
Good too. I'm pretty sure
She
they're
knows more about than she does about this other option.
twice as much, actually. I'm pretty sure they're all humans, though, because this is Parsa and it's like a human city. And then they use gnomes as like slaves or something. I don't know. I've seen gnomes around, so I'm assuming that they're used by the people at some point.
But they have the power to order someone to be killed.
They definitely can do that. Yes, they can definitely order someone to be killed.
And
But-
Fifi works for.
But Fausta, when Grunyin Run, when the run was incorporated into the Western farmlands, Fausta tried to stop it, and the Mahanaten wanted it. I don't think it makes it sense that he's working for them.
What
Who
if
told you
he's-
that he does?
What if he's using the Manhattan's agenda for his own end? Whatever it is.
I don't know. Who told you that he works for them?
If I give you this information, then you'll need to send John Luke to protect Rhea's parents.
What are your parents in trouble?
I mean, they were associated with Auntie Spleen because of the trafficking, you know.
Roll a persuasion check. Rhea at disadvantage, please.
19! 19!
Okay.
Holy hell.
She kind of stops for a sec. Okay, that's a good roll. And says, "Well, if you're coming here to apologize, I guess I can forgive your parents for going over to that bad auntie.
Of course,
And,
Auntie
and
Talk. I'm so
they-
sorry that happened.
as long as they're willing to be on my side of the auntie war.
Of course. I mean, I'm on your side of the Auntie War, and they love me. And they love you, obviously. Obviously, they love
Well,
you.
that's 3 goblins and 1 grung that I can count on.
Yeah.
And a satyr.
Oh, hey, look at you.
Mina?
Mina?
Oh.
And a half-elf.
I'm a little more concerned about these creatures than I am about you taking over here. Won't you talk?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what they are, but if you, it sounds like if I take out, spleen, then they'll all go away.
I don't know about that, Auntie Talk. They didn't seem to be intelligent.
Try though, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, right. I should definitely try.
But I'm saying that these creatures didn't seem quite intelligent. I don't think they have a loyalty, really.
Or they are, and they were just using Auntie Oromo or Auntie Spleen as a cat's paw, and they'll find another if it suits them.
As a what? Cat's paw?
Yes.
That's a farmer expression that I've never heard of. That's a new one.
It just means like Aroma or Spleen said that it had to be everywhere, right? It had to be everywhere. What if that was a directive from or command from the visitor?
I
If
think
it's
so
their
too.
will or their plan that we're contesting.
On Auntie taking orders from other people. What a piece of shit. Okay, I'm gonna go get ready for a war. You guys figure out whatever that pale thing is. and don't let Willie know that I care what he's doing.
No.
And bite. And she gets up and just runs.
Stay safe, Auntie Talk.
What?
I'm so happy right now. Cloud 9.
I feel like we didn't get what we... Did that go well?
Yeah. No, it's Auntie Talk we're talking about. That went amazing, actually.
Yeah, but an Auntie war now, and it's kind of your fault?
Have you seen the size of them? A war is not. It'll be
But
fine.
they don't, like, really kill each other, do they?
Oh, they do.
Okay.
Look, they're goblins.
Sounds like they bite each other to death or something.
Yeah, they probably do.
Are you satisfied though with that? Rhea, that was enough to keep your parents safe?
I think there's a threat not only for my parents, but for everyone. My parents will be made aware of the threat. An auntie has been made aware of the threat, and Auntie Talk is going to talk to other aunties that are willing to rally with her during this war, which means that more goblins will be made aware of the fact. And that's as safe as we can get them to be, you know?
Well, here's why I'm just worried that if she knows you, she knows who you are and recognized you and knows who your parents are, then she'll come after them.
Celine herself?
Yeah, we didn't stop her, guys. She's still out there.
We'll find her.
And I don't think there was one of these creatures or these people. There's one of these people at the feast too, in the Eve's Law.
Mm-hmm.
So
We remember.
maybe more of them. And
So, the lead we got, we have the theory about them caring about awakening for some reason. So if that's the case, we gotta pursue the Willie investigation, figure out where he's getting it. The only other lead we've got is my fever dream vision. And we gotta
need to go
talk to Naya.
Naya.
Because I saw those aliens in the ravine.
Well, that's probably your best bet then. Because if your dream is not a dream and more so like a vision, then he's seen them before.
Right.
This is
And I
concrete.
I wanted to take the blood to Topo to see if he knew anyone who could identify what this thing was.
To who?
To Topo, the gnome we met. in
Oh, yeah.
the hills. He said
The
he knew
farmer?
people.
Far away.
No, it seemed like he was an academic. He had a bunch of books.
That guy. right.
And he said he knew people, a lot of people, who knew different things, so I was hoping to talk to him, but that can wait for now.
That could be a good lead though, as well.
That's good, yeah. Keep that on the list. And we also need to make money, because I'm running out.
I have nothing. I've been having nothing for the last 5 days. Okay.
So let's go find Diane if we can. If we can't, let's go pester Willie.
Can we, while we're still in the neighborhood, can I just update my parents on the whole situation?
Oh, of course.
I would like them to be aware. Matt, I don't feel, unless you feel like we should roleplay that, I just want my parents to be aware there's a threat, so I let them know everything that happened, and...
Yeah, you're definitely walking by their house on the way out. They have pretty much, I mean, they slept really late today because they were up so late last night. But they pretty much cleaned up all of the awakening grounds all over their house.
Yeah, I think I just tell them everything that we just did, like all of it, the Auntie's clean, and then Auntie talk, and the Auntie wars that's cooking, and I tell them that they now owe allegiance to Auntie talk and that this is non-negotiable, and I tell them that it's the only allegiance that's viable anyway. I don't know why they weren't in the first place. And yeah, that's it.
And then where do you head? Everybody.
I'll let you two make the decisions. I feel like Rhea likes all leads that we have, so.
So what time of day is it at this point?
Midday. Yeah, I think this was in the morning.
What's Willie doing? Can we see him out on the lake right now?
Oh, he's fishing. Yep, you see him. Oh boy, he's filling his buckets of grunion. Look at these little grunions. One slipped back into the water. Well, gonna catch him again.
He's not going anywhere, so why don't we come back to him in the evening? Maybe when he pulls his boat in, that's when he's got.
Well, if he drops off at that hatch at Aromo's place, under the dock,
We just wait for him there.
that would be where he would, but
You guys want to go back to Auntie Spleens in the middle of an Auntie war?
I don't feel too threatened by the goblins, to be really honest with you.
No.
Coming from you, I'm surprised. I mean, they got strength in numbers.
Oh no,
You see how
they're vicious little shits, but I'm one of them, so.
So,
I'm
I
worried about
trust
what's
your
going to
gut.
happen. I mean, if there's awakening all over the docks, then they're going to know where it's coming from.
You don't think they would wipe a whole neighborhood, do you?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense why they killed Chauncey so publicly like that. It doesn't make sense.
Because they wanted to scare people. That right? Public execution, a gruesome one. People are talking. I mean, you heard talk. Everyone knows about it. If people are scared.
But Chauncey wasn't even dealing it, though. It was
But
political.
he was a public figure. Everyone knew what he was being up to.
It was.
The question
only
is if they
fear.
knew, did they know? You have to assume that they knew that he wasn't really selling it. So why kill him of all people if he wasn't even selling the thing? And then why say that the reason you were killing this person is because of that thing? What are they trying to hide?
Because it's an easy target. He's the leader of the famine. People are gonna believe it. Oh yeah, leader of the famine. Surely he was dealing it, for sure.
Yeah, but
He was
why?
the easiest target they could possibly find.
So that means they had some other reason to get rid of him. The easiest target is any one of these, like us, for example.
Layers upon layers.
But
Listen,
we're not as important as you was.
what? Oh, you're saying they kill two birds with one stone. Eliminate the leader of the famine and
That's what I think.
feels too simple.
You have to think that they really would know where it was coming in from, right? The people we're dealing with probably know quite a bit about what's going on in the city. So they're choosing to let it keep coming in, but then proclaiming that it's punished by death. It doesn't make any. None of it just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, if Willie's bringing it in, do you think he might have some at his house? While he's out in the lake, we could take a little look.
Do you guys want to? You want to go? You want to go toss Willie's house?
I mean, this old fuck is always shaking. He's always on something for sure.
Oh man, he's got spree. I can. Never mind. Let's do it.
Willie?
Yeah.
Let's do Willie!
But what if he
You had the
catches
Willie.
us?
He's not gonna catch us. You're gonna be lookout.
Okay.
So your goal is to go and toss Willie Grunyon's house.
Indeed.
Sure is.
Let's see how the upper echelon lives.
Okay, let's do this.
Matt,
came
I
into
think
it, Matt?
Matt
What the
has
fuck?
been thrown into a loop like 5 times during this session. He's like, sure, they want to do that? Okay, I guess.
Okay. You head a little bit away from the docks, back towards Grunyin Run, but not far. Willie's home is not a standalone home. It is part of this long apartment. Well, it was an apartment complex. It's actually right by the kind of like a home for unhoused people, right? Like that home where these unhoused youths used to live. And he has his little tiny door of an apartment. There's a few steps down. He has one of those like basement apartments with two little windows facing the street, but they are boarded up. As are most of them because crime and such. There's a door that is Willie Grunyin's otherwise rather unassuming residence.
How busy is the vicinity?
Very. It's it's towards the dock area of Grunyin Run, but it's a very, very busy area.
Okay, here's the plan. Mina, you stand watch. Vogue and I are gonna go in, fucking toss the place, find what we can find. If he gets for you, Vogue, priority number 1, fucking leave the place. I'll stay there and fucking cover for us.
Why wouldn't we both just leave? If Mina gives us the signal?
Because I need to make money anyway, and I used to bully the shit out of Willie Grunyin for money, so it works.
Okay. Heard. Is there a back door? Because this is kind of in the open.
He probably has a window or something. You think he can fit through?
Well, those are boarded up, and excuse me.
You're bootylicious, Vogue. What can I say?
Oh, is there any space big enough for Timothy to slip through?
Not really. There's just there's like 3 steps down to this door that seems to open inwards.
Is there any chimney or anything like that?
So this is the bot. Remember, these things kind of like where the casinos were, but this is was a housing one. But it's like 3 levels, and most of the rest of the building is boarded up and closed, and looks like it might fall down at any second. And Willie lives underneath all of that.
He lives in the basement level?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going for it. This is no one gives a shit, and I'll head down to the door and see what's unlocked.
It is locked.
Is anyone grilling me? Like, I'll look over my shoulder.
Make a perception check.
8.
Nope.
No one. You're safe.
And I'll grab my lockpicks and go to town.
Can I actually, while he does that? Minor illusion. I copy the door on the wall and I put it in front of us.
Oh, good call. Cast your little magical spells. Vogue is hidden from sight from most angles with this minor illusion. Make a lockpick check.
All right. That's going to be with Dex, I assume?
It's a sleight of hand, I think, plus your proficiency, or Dex plus proficiency, because you're...
Yeah, Dex plus prof, because if I use sleight of hand, I have expertise, which I don't think applies to lockpicks.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
Nice.
So it's good. Before, hang on, let me just read this. What's my little? You're not. Oh, so if this fails, then I have something else.
It just barely passes. Willie has like 3 locks on his. You don't get to old age living in the run unless you're a little bit paranoid, and you eat plenty of grunyin. So you get unlock the door, and it so the creakiest door you've ever opened in your life.
So loud. I'll just try to hold it still as I shuffle in and peek inside.
You close behind you. It is.
Rio's coming
black.
too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you open the door like, and then she comes in and goes, as you close it again. It is pitch black in here, but you did notice there's a little table with a little lantern right next to the front door. But there's no light coming from
What can I
outside.
see with dark vision?
You see
3
here.
people looking back at you.
No.
Blood everywhere. No, it is definitely like a hoarder old man house. It smells like fish. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, it is very, very, very fishy in this spot.
I what's that called?
Snap.
Snap.
I snap my finger, prestidigitation on the lantern, and I light it.
I just want you to try that again, though.
Prestidigitation.
It was better the second time.
Yeah.
Love it. As you cast prestidigitation, I can't do it now. Prestidigitation, and it lights up. Yeah, you see, stacks of old newspapers. You kind of lift through a few and realize one of them was definitely used to like wrap up an old fish and then forgotten about. They're just puddles that you walk through. You see like overalls that are still dripping, hanging from the wall. Those must have been yesterday's outfit. And that's just in the little hallway entryway into the house.
I think I still have my fingers like held like this, and I look at them and I'm like, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And I give him a meaningful look.
Lighting lanterns with a snap. That's pretty nifty.
You know what else is nifty?
What?
Stabbing people with a knife. But anyway, that's not why we're here. I am looking for money. I am opening all of his drawers and I'm taking his money.
Be careful. Some of this stuff might be trapped. He's
He's
paranoid.
an old geezer. Come on.
There will be fish hooks or something. Be careful.
Alright. I am not being careful.
So as you move further into the house, you see there's like this little hallway entryway, and then off to the left you open it. There's like a closet which has a lot of like smelly, fishy clothes, and then off to the right seems to be like a studio kind of apartment deal. There's this tiny little rickety bed that's very lumpy. It is made and lumpy, even being made. There are just things everywhere. There's not a lot of furniture. All the clothes and everything are kind of like stacked on top of each other. There's one chair. It is a rocking chair. It is broken. And then you can see like a piece of wood stuck underneath it, so it doesn't fall over the side. So it definitely doesn't rock anymore, but it looks like a sitting spot.
Poor old man. Look how he lives.
I'm rummaging through the drawers. Matt, tell me there's some money somewhere.
There are no drawers. You keep saying drawers. He doesn't have furniture. This is an IKEA. This is Willie Grunyon's abode, and he just has stacks of bullshit
Can I like
all over the place.
Can I like walk around the room and like tap with my boot from time to time to see if it sounds like empty or full or?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check as you test the floor of Willie Grunyon's home.
I'm blind as fuck. Investigation.
Oh!
Natural 20 minus 1. You walk around, tip-tapping your boot on the floor. You get excited. You might have found jack shit. You don't know.
I got it, not 20, man.
That's true. Good rolls this session.
Yep.
Let's just hope we don't find his porn collection, because nobody wants to see that.
Looking around, yeah, he's into some weird stuff, man. It's not the eels.
It's all
It's all
Mermaids Illustrated.
Grunyon's all the way down. You tap your foot all around, and when you get around that chair that was once a rocking chair and is no longer, you tap, and it sounds hollow beneath.
I fucking moved that shit. I'm lifting that plank.
You go to move the chair. The chair is nailed down.
Oh.
And you go,
look at that.
and the chair, and the floor opens up with it,
Clever old
revealing a
bastard.
tunnel hanging downwards. You found that way too quick. It's as if you knew there were secret underground tunnels below Grunyin Run.
The
before we
only
started
thing that
playing
made me do that is
campaign.
because I hid the stash under my bed under the floor. That's it.
Yeah, there's a tunnel leading downwards into the darkness.
Oh, Vogue, tell me I'm a genius. Tell me I'm a genius right now.
Oh my god. Just phenomenal investigating.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Before we jump in there, what's under the bed? With the lantern.
Make an investigation check. Go for it.
I'm now checking every bed after the Alucard situation. 12.
12. His porn collection.
Ooh.
They are illustrations and they are graphic.
What is it? What is it?
Why don't you look at the tunnel for a minute?
What did you find? Is it money? A spree? Is it spree? What are
No.
you reading?
Nothing. It's just you can't read anyway. So
You're right. You're right.
The Necronomicon.
Some of these particularly graphic visuals, and there are men and women. There's some pictures with animals in there, but there's always a gentleman, and often where the gentleman is, it seems that not the original artist, but someone later than the original has made like a little word bubble next to his head, with phrases coming out of his mouth such as "willy like."
A little perv.
is it all like sort of fish themed or?
It is not. No, it is not all
Okay.
fish themed. No, it is. It's the Karma Sutra, but with many different kinds of partner and all different artists, all different erotic artists seem to be represented.
See, who knew there was a really cool underground erotica scene in the Rut, man? You learn something new every day. Willie's an artist.
Yeah.
People, you just don't get
He's a
it.
Patron of the arts too, which is fantastic. All right.
All right.
I'll
Well,
close it up and show it back.
when you're done getting
Or
educated
loose.
and shit, can we go?
Some of them stick together.
If we're going in there, we should definitely get Mina.
Right. I forgot Pumpkin was here. Let's go get
Dude,
me.
just do it out on the street looking for Willie to see if Willie's showing up.
But this is like a proper tunnel. It's not just like a hidey hole.
No, it is a tunnel.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right. You hear the door again. Mina,
What's up?
you gotta come in here. There's a tunnel.
The tunnel.
Come on,
Yeah.
Mina, we're going.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. I'll run in to the door.
Sure.
Yeah.
Closes behind you.
Can I lock it from inside, or what are these locks?
Oh yeah, certainly you can.
And I lock it back up.
All three.
You guys found a tunnel?
Yeah. I mean, I did.
Reaffirm.
I'm pretty good.
Wow. Nice, Ria. Where do you think it goes?
I mean, Vogue was great emotional support. I'll say that.
Hey, I got us in here. If it weren't for me, it would be freaking
You're
outside
right.
still.
Good
Yes,
job,
you're great.
Vogue. I'm so glad you're here. And I give him an awkward pat on the shoulder.
While you guys are talking, I'm gonna light my lantern and then pour all of Willie's lantern oil into mine
Oh, nice.
and leave his back where it was.
So there's no valuables anywhere.
Do you guys want to rob Willie?
I don't know what you consider.
I
to be of
We were-
value.
silver
I think they were
pieces.
coming to steal from him.
Maybe I should like leave a coin on his bed or something.
No.
Yeah, why don't I do that? I'm gonna take 1 silver and put it under his pillow.
I take his 1 silver and I put it in my pocket.
Are you serious?
I am so serious.
Wow. Okay.
I now have a whopping 1 silver piece.
All right. If it's gonna be like that, then who's leading the way in the tunnel?
Me. It's okay.
Does it look like we'll be able to reset this chair behind us?
Oh yeah, there's a little handle at the bottom. So you it's kind of harder to pull. It's a tough angle, but you can muscle it up. Muscle it closed.
I think I should take the lead,
Why?
even though I can't see, but I have the lantern.
You can't see though.
I can go first. I don't mind.
No, you're. I'm twice your size, Mina. I'll take it.
Right, but we're going into a tunnel,
Yeah.
Ria, so it's better to be small.
But what if something just starts rushing at us and you just get hit like a freight train? I don't know what
That's
a
true.
freight
That
train
would not.
is,
That
but
would not be good. Okay, you can go first.
there you go.
One
Alright,
by
so then-
one, you make your way into this tunnel with a thunk, closing the trap door with a chair nailed to it from above.
This better not just be his shitter.
Right. You're right. I don't want it to be that.
Here, deep below the grounds, you find yourself in this place that maybe a generation ago used to be, or the underground, quite literally, of Grunyin Run was housed. These tunnels that had been filled in with poop water But at least some of them now, it seems. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, watch the world building game of Kingdom 2nd Edition that we played before this. It's great. At least some of them seem now to be unpooped.
Awesome.
Defeased.
Defeces. Yeah.
Using the 86th the number 2 is what you're saying.
Love it. Clip it. Share it on social. There we go. What do you do? And actually, you end up in a tunnel that goes in 2 opposite directions.
Oh.
All right, left or right, people?
So, like, this side goes towards the lake?
No, it actually seems to run parallel to the lake. Like, up and down Grunyin Run. Like, you're below the main road of Grunyin Run.
So, like, can you tell us a landmark in either direction? Like, if we were to go that way, it'd be the same way as going towards, Tusks.
One way is towards the docks, and then one way is towards, like, the rest of that main road,
So our theory... Wait! The way towards the dock probably leads to fucking Auntie Spleen's hatch.
Yeah, but that's underwater. So this can't connect, otherwise it'd be flooded.
Well, then there might be a transition or something.
Well, I think we should go that way towards the docks, because if he's the supplier, maybe this is how he gets it there. But we gotta figure out how.
What do you think?
Right,
Hannah?
but I think that if someone cleared these tunnels for a reason, then they cleared a certain amount of them leading from the docks to an endpoint. And I think we'd like to know where both of those conclude, right? We'd want to see where it's coming in from and then where it's ultimately ending up. So
yeah,
I think we should inspect both, and just a matter of what we do first. I don't think...
I agree.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is the most exciting thing we found all day, maybe. But
Are you sure about the most exciting thing?
no, that vision was certainly... the feathers. You should have seen my tail feathers were bright red.
Wow. Red looks good on you, Book.
Can I attempt to listen just down each tunnel to see if I hear anything up ahead?
Make a perception check. What do your elf ears hear?
That's what I'm doing. Yes, exactly. Probably not going to roll quite that well though.
Has Eve even seen Lord of the Rings?
I have, of course I have. Whoa. Listen, I know I don't get 90% of you guys' reference, but Lord of the Ring, man, come on.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We just rewatched the extended version of all 3 movies, and I will say, worst line in any 3. Legolas, what do your elf eyes see? With an 18.
So iconic.
You do hear sounds. Not coming from the direction of the docks, but coming from further into the run. You can't tell what they are, but they're... It's too far away to tell, but there's definitely some sort of noise happening.
Okay, I'm gonna let Timothy trail behind me, and just have a line of communication with him of to give him the same direction that if anything is following us, if he senses anything following us, to fly over and to alert me.
Okay.
And back behind me.
So the tunnel single file size, how big is this?
Yeah, definitely single file. Single file and hunched over for any of you medium-sized creatures.
Uncomfortable.
There's a sound coming from that way. I hear something. I just can't make out what it is.
Oh, then we should definitely go that way first.
Well, what if it's those visitors thing, and we're cramped here? It's not. That wouldn't be good.
Guys, if we can hear them, they can hear us.
Okay, so what if we don't go that way because they could be visitors?
But it could be something important. You just want mysterious noise behind us?
If it makes noise, chances are it's a lie.
You would rather it sneak up from behind?
I'd rather not fight here.
Riawhen, take a point of inspiration for that. That was the best. That's the best line of this campaign. So if it makes noise, it's probably alive. Love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Fine. I mean, if I'm overruled, then I'm not last though. I'm going in the middle.
Okay, I think we should investigate the sound, but I can send Timmy to do it.
Yes, I
Oh,
do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay, but he can't see in the dark though, so.
Oh, well.
He's a fucking moth. What do you mean he can't see?
I mean, he needs light to see. He
He's a
doesn't.
moth. He can't see.
I don't think he can see now. Well, I have to see through him. I have to see
You're
through his
gonna-
eyes.
You're gonna need to apply a Moth OS update.
I don't understand what any of this words mean.
Can I use Matt? Can I use? Hear this one out. Prestidigitation. Oh, that one was good.
Yeah.
Can I-
Custody. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Could I use that to create? It says you create an instantaneous trick that no. You create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as a shower of sparks above a window. Can I create like a small spark enough to give Timothy some light that follows him?
You'd have to continuously.
Oh wait,
cast
guys, sorry, I'm learning a lot about
Oh.
moths. So apparently, in 5th edition, moths have blind sight,
But it says it lasts
There
an
you
hour.
go.
but that's
Alright.
different than seeing in the dark. That means
Yeah.
they don't actually see using their eye. They don't actually see using their eyes. They just like sense their
Got
surroundings.
antennas for a
So
reason.
Love it.
I don't know what it looks like when Mina sees through Timothy's eyes now. I think it might just be like moth OS. The moth OS.
That's what it is.
Compilation.
But it says the prestidigitation. It says that spells last up to an hour. So could I not like?
Oh,
You can't make it follow Timothy.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Not with
Alright.
Not with the cantrip.
Moth OS blindsight, baby.
I guess can I have him? Can I have Timothy kind of? Well, I'm not a creep, but I guess fly along. He's in his natural environment here. He feels very comfortable
Yeah.
in these so I just have him go ahead and just scout out, and I'll look through his eyes, I guess, or his blind sight.
Make a perception check with Timothy.
We have the same, which is not good because it is 0.
It's great. It's amazing. Good enough.
16.
I'm like, am I rolling raw perception checks into the edition? I'm like, I did something wrong here, guys. This is just go the game. What am I doing?
Playing it right. 5e witch, baby. Let's do it.
But I don't know. To me, it's not one. It's not super wise.
Timothy, this fluffy moth, starts fluttering past.
So groundbreaking special effects.
You don't get you know, some people build sets, guys. I got a cat.
Yeah. I mean, it's better, obviously.
Timothy flutters down. You seeing and sensing through, I don't know, moth
Vision. Moth OS.
OS. Okay. And as it goes around corners, because this is a twisty tunnel, it's generally in the same direction, but not quite straight. And as you get to a certain area, sitting there, licking itself, you see cat
What the hell?
down in the tunnels. You see this cat. Just
Oh, it's just a cat.
Keep going, Mina. Keep going.
What do you mean? Down here?
and it just gets up and starts walking away the opposite direction from where you were.
Surely
Starts
that's
walking.
not what was making noise, Mina. Keep looking.
Okay, I'll send Timothy further a little bit along.
Timothy kind of follows along with this cat,
Cat.
who starts kind of trotting.
Cats
Cat-like.
are natural enemies of moths, you know. You gotta be careful.
Starts trotting, and kind of goes and like bounds a few as you're following along as Timothy, and bounds a little bit and goes around the corner. And as Timothy goes around the corner, you see this cat is weaving between the legs of... Well, you can't see it because you're using Moth OS. But the creature is
It's like
small.
So it's like what I would get is like impression, creature, something bigger. Like I would get kind of these impressions, I guess. is what I
Yeah.
would say, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think you see that this creature is small, and you see it bend down, although it's already kind of stooped, with its these big ears protruding from it, and these big oversized kind of clawed hands, and this clawed hand reaches down towards this cat and starts to
No.
pet it.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. Yeah, no, we don't kill cats here. No.
And then the cat kind of like purrs and smooths around its legs and goes to then go get pets from the other 5 of these creatures that are down here.
I will have Timothy do a barrel roll, and I'll just come back.
Do you tell us what you see?
And I assume that every time Matt says anything,
Yeah.
Mina's like Moth OS narrating what's going on.
I turn to Vogue and I'm like, so was I right or was I right?
We gotta get out of this tunnel right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Were they goblins or aliens?
What?
Goblins or aliens? What were they?
I
Probably
think they
aliens.
were them.
Oh, cutie.
Guys, I know that they look weird, but I think they're people like us.
What do you mean?
I think they're just different people. I don't know if they're...
Well, why are they attacking us then?
Okay, in any case, yeah, they're attacking us, so how about we get out of here?
People attack each other all the time. That's what we do.
But these ones can't even talk.
We haven't tried to communicate with them.
Okay.
They just scream and it kills your ears.
They might not all be the same.
2 of them were. Okay, are we getting out or what the hell are we doing in here? I was like breathing pretty heavily and like getting a
Okay,
little
we'll see where the
stressed
other
out.
side leads, folk. Okay, we'll see where the other side leads.
With those assholes behind us?
I mean, as long as we're discreet, surely.
Okay. How far away was it?
What are the tunnels made out of, Matt?
There is some like wooden supports, like holding up Earth, pretty much. Although some of those wooden supports are pretty water damaged from probably their time being flooded. So I mean, it's a rather precarious set of tunnels that you're walking through.
If they chase us, I think I can bring the tunnel down on them.
And then how do we get out?
That would probably bring the tunnel down on us.
Can be a little more exact. If you guys want to leave, we should leave. I'll stop. I feel like we're so close to discovering what this is.
Why don't you do that spell you do, which alerts us? Like put it here before the door, so if they cross, then we'll know, no matter where we are, right?
Put it before the trapdoor willies.
Yeah. To know if they're blocking our exit.
I should probably put it before that. That way, if I would know
Yeah.
before they're blocking.
Right.
So what if I put it right here? I can put it right here.
Good idea.
Okay, I will.
Where are? Because you guys are still in the tunnel right now.
Oh yeah.
You hear footsteps.
Oh, fuck!
Upstairs?
No, from the other direction.
We're getting cornered.
But they do seem. These are heavy footsteps, like boom, boom, like boots. Hitting the ground. They definitely don't seem like the little scuttles of these creatures.
I can't see anything with my dark vision.
You don't see them. You know, I mean, these are twisty.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know, they're not straight. They're cut very twisty into the earth.
Could I mold earth like an alcove in the wall to like essentially hide in, like hide into, or like try to hide in?
Sure. Yeah, you make a 5-foot little.
And I just like press my
alcove.
palm against the earth and I just like push and this like goes. It kind of excavates itself.
Yeah, easy enough, and you can all squish in there if you would like to.
Oh, Pumpkin,
And
you're so fucking great.
I mean, if someone walks directly past, they will probably see you. But
Rhea, could you could you cast an illusion over the intro?
Right, I can. Yeah. And I create this wall of dirt over it.
And I close the lantern so there's no light.
sure, yeah, you are cast into darkness, but only for a moment, as whoever this is walking around the corner has another lantern with them. It seems.
Can we see through the illusion or no?
I don't think so. No, I don't think it's what made to make it a one-way illusion.
Yeah, no.
I could switch to Timothy's blind sight because he could see the illusion with it, but
You certainly could.
I don't know if Timothy can fit in this out. I didn't really specify where Timothy was, so it feels weird to be like, oh, by the way.
Well, it's fine even if he's in the hall. I think
if he's like
where he's
just
around.
mothing it up on the, assume like whenever I don't specify, he's just mothing it up on the ceiling.
That's fine. And as you go into Timothy's blind sight, you recognize the fellow walking by.
Fucking Willie.
Parsa.
Although usually when you see this individual, they're sitting.
Here.
Must be on a break.
Oh.
As he's walking, and with these big orcish tusks, take a bite of this sandwich he has, but flagrant mouth tusk.
What?
The orc trolley driver just kind of like stumbling along,
I think.
favoring his bad leg.
Does Mina
Wait, which
have
direction?
Wait, does Mina have dark vision?
Mina half elves. Let's see.
Yes, they do.
I think I do. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
so mouth tusk is coming from the docks towards the aliens, or from
Yeah.
the aliens towards the? Oh shit!
I-
Yeah, from the
I
Oh my
think I look at Mina and I like tap her shoulder so she's looking at me.
I can't see anything.
We balance this conversation. You're not in it.
Should we follow him?
We say.
I think I hold Vogue's hands and I like put a finger on his mouth and I yank on his hand so he starts following me.
It's really sweaty.
It's okay.
Okay, so the three of you are in the tunnel following Flagrant.
Doing a straight Scooby-Doo situation
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
boys. This is
It's gonna
it.
get ganked. Flagrant's gonna get ganked. Are we gonna let this happen?
No, that's that we're trying to avoid that.
Well, I think the ultimate moment will be telling if he gets ganked or if they're like, "Hey, bro, what's up? That'd be
Yeah,
up," and then he just like, that's
You're willing to
that's what
risk Flagrant's
here.
life on this?
No,
You're
no,
willing to
he won't die.
gamble
He won't die.
Flagrant's
He won't
life?
die. He won't die.
Please. Yeah, Matt hates killing characters. Please roll stealth checks, everybody.
Easy.
We're doing okay.
Yeah, that's
22
famous
for
last words.
Vogue, 16 for
Oh my
Riawhen,
god!
20 or 21 for Mina. You all Scooby-Doo. Behind. Even Timothy is like, flap. Flap, I'm a moth. Flap. Your way down this tunnel. As Mina, are you looking through your eyes or are you blind sensing around?
No, at this point, I'd be relying on my own dark vision. I think.
Sure.
I actually want to see what, like, I want to see an actual detail, like what is going to happen or what might happen.
Yeah. You see Flagrant. And how far ahead are you letting Flagrant get?
Say like 5. If the tunnels are windy and shit, maybe 5 meters ish.
I would say long enough that we're
Meters.
comfortably
Yes, I
out
said
of
meters.
earshot.
Sorry, Nick.
That's very controversial. Using meters.
Looking up meters to feet.
15.
Okay, 15 feet. Okay, that makes sense. I knew that.
Yeah.
3 squares. 3 squares.
3 blocks. Willie, his feet plodding on the ground, and it goes around the corner and then stops. Suddenly, he goes, "Cat!" As the cat just like comes bounding around the corner and like runs past all of you and continues on the other way. And then Willie
Oh, something touched me.
keeps walking again around the next.
I turn
kind
to
of
Mina and I'm like,
thing
your alarm.
bound.
He's gonna trigger your alarm.
I don't think there was time to cast the alarm spell.
So the cat is passing by me now. Matt. It's like passing by us now, Matt.
Yeah.
Can I, as it's passing by me, I'd like to use my sympathetic binding feature, and I would like to cast animal friendship on it.
Okay. Does it roll a save or so? Let me see.
Let me pull up. Baby up.
Alright, animal friendship.
Is it that what I'm thinking of?
I like Mike's rule lookup voice. It's very unique.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Yeah, it's a charm. It's a wisdom save.
That's not the thing I'm thinking of. God damn it! That's multiple
Is
cells.
it what you did with the lizard?
Yeah, I think it's beast. I think I'm trying to beast bond it. It gives me the option. I can do either or. But
Yeah.
Beast mode.
why is it not coming up? Okay, so
If you're wondering what these features are, please check out. Even though there's nowhere to check it out, but you can ask us about it if you're interested. The 5e Witch class from Table's Edge Gaming.
yeah, so it says you establish. So beast bond is establish telepathic link with one beast you touch. It's a int save,
Oh, good. They suck
Okay.
at those.
but it fails automatically if the creature's int is 4 or higher.
Oh yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. You're
That's
you're
like a
good.
negative three.
It fails.
So I now can kind of telepathically communicate with this cat essentially,
It's running past and then kind of like curls around and stops and starts curling around your legs.
and I think in my head I'll just ask do you know the others down here?
That was creepy as fuck, Matt. Holy shit. Ugh.
Okay, so the beast can understand your telepathic messages and it can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts back to you. You asked what again?
I asked, do you know the others down here?
Yeah. Others sometimes.
Are they dangerous? Are they friendly?
Give me fish. It's all right.
They're kind to you.
Pets and fish. No fish today. Fucking assholes.
Okay. Thank you. And I won't communicate
That's
anymore with it for
definitely
now.
how cats think, too. For sure.
Yeah, 100%. Right now. I fed her on the break. Let me wait. I fed her on break, but she wants to be fed again. I'm just saying.
Give me fish. You didn't give me any fish yet.
My brother's the same way. Terror that one.
That lasts for 10 minutes. Just a heads up. Your beast.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe this cat wants to continue to walk with us, but
Hang on.
I'll say to them like it seems like the cat is like a pet to them or they feed it sometimes. I don't know.
Just because something is nice to a small animal doesn't mean that it's nice to people.
But it does mean they possess some humanity, doesn't it?
Point of order, are you still following Willie Grunyin?
Yeah.
It's
Flagrant. Yeah.
Flagrant.
Like,
yeah.
sorry.
Wait, this is the same person.
They're the same.
They're the
Fuck
same.
with-
They're the same person. No.
Conspiracy.
They're like hiding in the alcove as this other like as not Willie as Flagrant walks by, like the most Twin Peaks thing. Like just you're in a tunnel, some random townsperson walks by doing something mysterious. What the fuck are they doing? Classic.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone.
That's you want, everyone. Thank you.
You continue to follow. Willie again turns a corner and stops. You hear the boots stopping, but you don't hear anything else. What do you do?
This is quiet. What?
He stopped moving.
Mina, what's happening?
Excuse me, I was just picking up a sandwich. I have to get back to my...
And you hear feet shuffling on the ground.
Get back to the trolley.
And then you hear, moving away from you, quicker footsteps.
Moving away? Like
I think
the boots or the
Flagrant's boots again, but moving away from you. But more quickly than they previously.
But does it sound as heavy as his, or?
It sounds like his footsteps, yes.
Okay.
he heard us, guys. I think he knows we're following him.
What are you talking about? He
Oh.
was
Yeah, that was about at the where he was when that happened was about at the area where the other creatures were.
So he's giving his sandwich to the creatures.
What do you... He just...
He's
what,
picking
they
up
just...
sand.
They
Oh,
let him
okay.
pass. He already had the sandwich. He was chewing it as... Well, I didn't see shit, but that's what the...
Yeah, you didn't see it. Stop.
That's why I'm stopping.
I would creep ahead. I want to see what's going on up here. I would
Yeah,
move
me too,
ahead.
me
Oh.
too.
Okay, you two are creeping ahead.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I'm dragging
All
Vogue
three
with
of
me,
us.
so.
I have
Oh.
no choice. I'm in the middle.
Please make additional stealth checks.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, man. Make
yeah.
your 2 stealth checks in a row.
16,
In the back.
a 19. Well,
It's in the bag, baby. It's in the
you're doing
bag.
you're doing a different thing. and a
It's good.
14.
It's good. It's good.
14
Come
and 16.
on. The 16
we're
was
past
fine
it.
earlier. What do you mean?
Because we're far as hell. Now we're really close.
Well, now you are in sight of the creatures, these visitors. You turn the corner and like, bloop, 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 like the 3 heads kind of peeking around. You see them. Seeing 6 of them together, you do see that there are differences among them. They're not all like cookie cutter specimens of one another. They're pale and small and gangly, and their clawed hands are oversized. And they don't notice you because they're watching Willie Grunyin in his hurried
Flagrant.
steps as he moves. Fucking fuck. And they're watching flagrant mouth tucks in his hurried steps as he can get with his bad foot as he moves further away, walking quickly and disappears around the next bend. These creatures are on the ground and seem to be playing some sort of game. Like they have some stones that are on the ground, and they've in the dirt they've kind of drawn like these circles, and it's hard to tell what they're doing. Like it's almost tic-tac-toe-ish, but not like a tic-tac-toe. Like they're obviously playing some sort of game, but they've stopped now. First because of their feline visitor, and now because of their orcish one.
How
This is
did
what
they
you see.
manage to like move out of the way in this tunnel?
You don't know. I mean, they probably squeezed. You think that shuffling? Make a perception check for me. Actually.
Well, I'm
wondering.
fucking blind, so. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true. Never mind. Don't make a perception check. You can't see
Yeah.
anything. Hey, look, 20. You see darkness.
It's really
uh,
dark, guys.
But all your perception and wishes for perception rub off on your friends, and they notice some shuffle marks along the wall. Like it looks like Flagrant like backed up on the wall and like shuffled past them, and then kept moving quickly.
Are they
like,
speaking at all, Matt? Are they speaking?
They're
to him?
silent currently, staring towards Willie.
Flagrant. You got it, Matt. You got it.
Just think it's the other guy, and then you'll say the other name. So.
The other guy. But as he disappears, one of them says,
I will cast when I hear that, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages.
Fuck yeah.
On myself.
Oh, so good.
I'll earn a spell slot for this. I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna do it as a ritual.
Nice.
You still have spell slots?
I have one more. I got 2, and 1 was a witch bolt, and the misty step was my fate touch feat.
Okay.
So that's that is not using
All
mine.
right.
Reverse spoilers.
Reverse spoilers, guys. Reverse spoilers. We got Moth OS up in here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing.
Roll an Arcana check for me, please.
Come on, baby. This is the big boy.
This is a
Let's get
roll,
a good
too?
roll for this. 13.
13?
13.
I mean, hey, it's above. It's better than
Yeah.
average, I guess,
Yeah.
right? A fucking Arcana 5. Rolled an 8. God damn it.
There is a moment here where it doesn't seem like the spell is going to work. Like this language is so strange and foreign that your operating system, Moth OS, It'd be like trying to play Baldur's Gate 3 on Windows 95, right? Like there's something incompatible about the magic that you're weaving in this language.
Mm.
But then the buffering stops, and
Thanks, both of us.
and something connects. You hear them speaking. Did you watch the way that guy shuffled around? What a weirdo.
What's that lady's name that speaks like this? That's okay. GG. You know.
Mrs. Mattisfield, I don't know. Yeah. Really freaks him out just to see us. Well, let's even worry about it. Let's get back to the game. I'm done playing. And one like kicks at the rocks in the sand. Ah, you bitch. Come on. You're gonna lose. This is boring.
I'm gonna step out
Mina.
and just say hi. And just like put like just a hand out in front of me.
I made this mistake in the past campaign because comprehend doesn't let you speak in their language.
No, tongues lets you speak in their language. Comprehend just helps you understand them.
I can understand it, yeah. Understand it.
You step out, and 12 really big eyes turn to look at you. I don't recognize this one. She smells too clean. Why is she just staring at us?
I know you don't probably understand what I'm saying. But I'm a friend. I don't mean any harm. I'll just kind of hold my hands up, kind of like to indicate that I'm not hiding, and like just the kind of universal, like my hands are open to you. I am not like trying to conceal anything from you.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage, please, because they definitely don't know what you're saying.
Can I give her my advantage? My inspiration.
Yep, you can let her roll first and then decide if you want to.
Okay.
But you can use it's a 7.
Yeah.
So if you want to give Mina your point of inspiration, then Mina just roll one more time. So it's the first roll. So a 12 is better than a 7.
Not as good as a 24.
And the front one kind of like walks up towards you, looking up at you. Oh, this one has scratches. See them? Are you a weapon, little one?
I'm like struggling for a way to communicate. And I'll turn to Ria. Ria, could you?
There's more. They all kind of like hunch down.
Could you show them could you cast something that could show them a picture of us like being friends with them or talking to them or? I can't.
I hesitantly creep out of my hiding spot and put my hands up. So, and I tread very carefully, and I kneel down very slowly, and I put my 2 palms on the ground. Cast minor illusion, and the sand gravel that's on the ground starts like swirling around, and like you can see Ria sweating now. She's like, and you can see this image of the visitors skipping in the grass with me, holding hands and everything.
He just blushes. Well, I don't.
That's all I could think about, Mina.
They're here. Obviously. They're here for coffee.
you're saying, Mina? Do they want to see something
think
else? I can do
this is
something
it?
else.
I'll just nod. At that, I'll be like, I'll nod. Yeah, like, yeah, yes.
It thinks it can supplicate itself in front of us. We will give up our coffee to it. Listen, we are here to distribute the coffee. Stuck in this stinking tunnel. It's working, though. It's working. Right under their noses.
And I think at that, I'll start to kind of move back away a little bit, just because I don't know where this is kind of. I think Mina's feeling a little nervous where this is going, so I'll start like take a couple tentative steps backward.
I will slowly rise. Hands up.
And I'll say to them, and they think that we're here to get coffee.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing that we want coffee right now?
I think it's a good thing.
So should we nod excitedly, or should I stay very calm and composed?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Come! And it gestures for you to come, and the 6 of them start walking off. Although one of them doesn't look very happy about it.
Okay, I follow.
I'll mark about which one I felt like maybe he wasn't so happy about.
I turn
Moving.
back
What?
and I tell Vogue, go back to Willie's place.
Are you
I
crazy?
don't know you're here, and maybe you're gonna be seen as a threat because you're big and buff. Come on, fucking leave.
No, that's a terrible idea.
Oh,
We're
we're
not
fine.
splitting
They're
up like
okay.
that.
They're gonna give us coffee. Fucking. I follow Mina.
I follow as well, as best I can, with a hand on the wall of the tunnel.
You continue down these tunnels.
Matt, one quick question: when you said that one of them didn't look happy, what
Yeah.
did that look like? Like, how did Mina understand that it wasn't happy?
Well, because Mina heard this one saying, like, you're gonna give them like, they're gonna supplicate themselves, and like just looks like annoyed, like, yeah, more angry, teeth bared, clenching their fist a bit.
And the other one replied to it like it's work. It said basically it's working. Right, it's right under the nose. It's working. So that was like the response I think to that.
Yes. And you continue on down these tunnels, following these visitors. We'll pick it up right there.
Ah,
Next
man.
one.
I can always ttell the cadence. I can always tell what's going.
That was so good. Oh, we learned so much today. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was good.
Today was really good. Yeah. Fuck.
Willie Grunyin, the tunnel right under his house.
Fucking Willie, man. Fucking
Whew.
Willie.
All right.
I like how I was like, "You want to trust Willie Grunyon's house? You know where my secret tunnel is.
Secret tunnel.
Secret
tunnel. Speaking of everybody, next Sunday, February
11th.
11.
We will be playing the final episode of our mini-series of Avatar Legends Republic City. Very excited for the shocking conclusion of that adventure. And then 2 weeks from now, on the 19th, did I do math correctly? 18th. Nope, I didn't.
Almost there.
On the 7 days in a week. How you doing? On the 18th, we will be having our next episode of this campaign, A City Apart.
And to be clear, the Avatar game on the 11th is not the last one forever. Just the last one in this particular story.
Yeah, the last one for this mini, short. We do full run campaigns, which this one is, which will probably last a very long time. We do one shots, and then Avatar Legends fits into the short run campaign. So this is 5 to 8 sessions usually. This one's going to end in 5.
Lovely.
Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate it. We always appreciate the love that you guys are giving us. When I tell you that we get hyped and are like messaging each other going, "Did you see someone liked our videos?" or our like, it really does fill our heart. It's much
It
appreciated.
really does.
Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all are very well. Happy February.
You got it, Mike. You got it. Yeah.
Bye. Oh my god, that's so awesome.
My
Mike is
rictus
learning.
millennial fingers.
Goodbye.